Welcome to a brand new stream, folks. I'm your host, Anthony, coming to you from the heart of America, in Northern Virginia, folks, the DC metro area. I was not supposed to be having a live today, folks, but Ethan Klein is going after my friends. He's going after Frogan. I just spent a weekend with the Arabs in Los Angeles, so for him to do an entire episode on my girl, that's a little bit rich, I find. This is Dabour. The song is called Sheikh Jarrah. I'm going to be doing this alone. I'm solo. The podcast will return when I come back to Lebanon, the regular podcast with the crew. This is just an impromptu solo stream. We have 100 of you guys in the live chat right now. How's it going, everybody? Let me know if the audio is good. Before we get into any of this, just let me take a second to thank our patrons, folks. As you guys know, the show cannot run without our patrons, our lovely patrons who support us. Let me just take a second to thank a few of our new patrons who have joined us. Again, this is very last minute. I was not supposed to be doing this today. I'm supposed to be recovering from a weekend in Los Angeles. Abductee patrons like Tani Trenberth, Imran Khan, and Jenna, and a brand new blonde patron, Stargirl707. Thank you for supporting our Patreon. The show cannot exist without you, our lovely patrons, and our channel members. You guys can support us by becoming members on our YouTube channel, our Patreon. You can also send super chats and whatever you guys want in the chat. And you can obviously, just by watching us, by being here, by engaging in the chat, liking the video, you're already doing more than enough. So we love you all. I'm going to try to do an exclusive members and Patreon stream sometime this week. So if you guys would like to support us, please, as a small Lebanese independent YouTube channel, we cannot survive without you guys. So we love you so much. Thank you for your continued support, and thank you for being here. Before we get into the episode, like I said, I was in Los Angeles for I closed OBS. I closed OBS for some reason. I was in Los Angeles for a weekend, and the Arabs took amazing care of me, folks. They took me out. We did a whole bunch of things. Here are just a few photos just to give you guys a taste of what we were up to over this lovely, lovely weekend. Here we go. Here's me and Raf. We went to a gun range, folks. Here's me and Raf from the Arabs smoking some cigarettes after shooting some AR-15s, folks. That was kind of an absurd experience. I had dinner with Mike from PA. We had lunch, folks. We had Korean barbecue with Mike from PA. I think Ethan made fun of this photo. I saw a quick clip on Twitter. Choki, welcome to our members. Choki has just become a Do Not Warrior. Bless you, Choki. We love you. There's 200 of you in the chat right now. So I'm chilling with my boy Mike from PA. Took us out to some delicious Korean barbecue. Mike and his partner Vio. Lovely. What a lovely couple. They're so nice. Very nice of them to just reach out and want to take us out for lunch. So Mike, it was great meeting him. I'd love to get to meet him a second time if I ever go back to Los Angeles. We went and visited the Hollywood Walk of Fame, folks, and I insisted on seeing the Gal Gadot star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Here are myself, Raf, and Frogan, chilling, with Gal Gadot, and here's me chilling with Gal Gadot by myself, just pulling up some fingers, some appropriate fingers. Gal Gadot was part of the IDF in 2006 when they did their campaign against Lebanon, so I was directly bombed by Gal Gadot. Isn't that fun? I'm chilling with the Arabs on a lovely rooftop. Again, Capri, Raf, Frogan, I cannot thank you guys enough for this lovely weekend. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. What a great Los Angeles adventure. They made me feel so welcome. I love knowing that I have family in Los Angeles, and I consider them family. Here's Raf holding an AR-15, trying to teach me how to shoot through the scope. He's like, this is how you got to aim through the scope to shoot. So kind of funny. Here's Raf firing that gun. Yeah, Mike is great, by the way. Jeremy's saying I might actually check out Mike. Mike is awesome. Mike is great, and he's got great advice and stuff. I definitely look up to him. Here's Frogan loading her AR-15. Frogan firing a gun. Don't fuck with Frogan, yo. Don't fuck with Frogan. People are thinking Frogan is messing around. She ain't messing around, yo. She aims way better than me too. Here I am. I'm horrible. I'll try to show you guys some videos sometime, but I think we could get demonetized. And I was very bad at aiming. And yeah, here's just some quick pictures of my Los Angeles adventure. Spent 3 lovely days there with the Arabs. And thanks again to Mike from PA for that delicious Korean barbecue. And obviously the Arabs for just a lovely 3 days. Let me stop wasting your time. We got 258 of you live right now. Let us pull up the live H3 episode. I think it's still live, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull that up. I have it at 1.25 speed. Let me know if my audio is bad. If anything happens, please let me know. Boom. Let's go. And again, I just have to say this. Frogan is a small creator. Ethan has over like 2 million subscribers on his YouTube channel, almost 2 million on Instagram. He is using all of that power, all of that influence that he has to go after a small creator who is already experiencing an insane amount of harassment online. I just posted a few pictures. Some of the pictures I showed you, I posted them on Twitter. My Twitter replies are filled with insults, going after Frogan for her physical appearance, for her religion, whatever you can think of. The insults, I've never had to block as many people as I have over the last 3 days on Twitter. That is all harassment that Frogan has endured. My audio is a little low here. I'm raising it a little bit. Let me know if this is too loud. I asked Frogan like an innocent question while we were hanging out. Like, why don't you do IRL streams? Why don't you go out around Los Angeles and do IRL streams, or travel around the country and do IRL streams? She literally told me she's too afraid because of possible harassment and stalking, because of all the online hate that she gets. She's too afraid to go out in public and film herself wherever she is, because weirdos and fucking crazy H3 fans might go out to try to find her and like act upon whatever crazy impulse they have. So, she does not deserve any of the attacks that she's getting. She is not nearly big enough of a creator to even be in Ethan's crosshairs. And the fact that he keeps going after her, the fact that the Arabs have actually been very quiet about Ethan over these last few months after he got them banned off of Twitch for 1 month. Everybody made videos about Ethan and H3. Everybody, including myself, except the Arabs, except Frogan, except for Raf, except for Capri. They sat there and just waited for this to fucking die down. But guess who never let it die down? Ethan. Ethan insists on going after Frogan, and her supposed fucking ex-friend AB sitting there like a fucking coward. God knows what the fuck he's doing. AB and Lena, fucking cowards, Lebanese cowards. We do not recognize you as Lebanese, by the way. I'm done being charitable to you two pieces of shit, okay? I'm done being charitable. Fuck you guys. Fuck Ethan for going after Frogan again. That is insane. So I'm just here defending my fucking friends. This is not a stream I was supposed to be doing today. I'm supposed to be resting. Barely slept. Was on a long fucking flight. So I'm here defending Frogan from whatever fucking bullshit Ethan is going to throw her way. Frogan does not have the audience size to defend herself. I do not have the audience to defend Frogan or myself. Not that she even needs me to defend her, but I'm just not going to fucking sit here and let him spew this shit, especially after I spent 3 amazing days with Frogan, Raf, and Capri. She's such a lovely person in real life, just as she is online. Does everyone say stupid shit online from time to time? Yes. But Ethan, stop trying to ruin this fucking girl's life, bro. You are literally trying to ruin her life, and you are sending so much hatred and abuse her way. And I saw some of that shit first fucking hand. Okay? Just by go look at my Twitter. Go look at the pictures that I posted with me and Frogan, and go look at the responses that we're getting. Just go look at that. Okay? So thank you to everyone in the live chat. And without further ado, let us begin.
Frogan's, the frogs. All these frogs are causing me a whole pain in the ass, I'll tell you what, man. I never want to see or talk about a frog again.
Froggy never did anything wrong! Froggy!
That's just, well, that's true for Lena's opponent.
Yeah, funky frog bait is the good frog.
Yeah.
The frog kid!
This shit cracks me up.
So, Frogan put out a response video to my...
Oh my god! Frogan!
What is this in response to?
It's in response to my response to Content Cop.
Okay.
Beef?
So she participated in an attack video against me, and now she's responding to me defending.
And yes, sorry, Ethan's, if you guys just go look at the H3 views, as soon as they stop talking about Ian or iDubbbz or Hassan, their views go back to 500K. Ethan panics, so he tries to create this drama out of nothing. So now views have gone back down. Let's just look at that for a second before we fully get into this, because this is important. This is an important part of the equation. We cannot deny the reality of the situation here, that is H3 views are now entirely dependent on this drama. So let's scroll down. Here he is reacting to Content Cop. Here's 1.3 million views. Content Cop reaction part 2, 1.5 million views. The Skulls, 700K views, starting to kind of die down. He mentions iDubbbz, 700K views, starting to die down. They do a Lord of the Rings episode, back to 500K. You know that's a big no-no for Ethan, because that's all they're getting recently. 500K, 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 600K, 600, 600, 500K, 650, 500K, 500K, 500K. He doesn't want the 500K anymore. So as soon as they do a fun little goofs and gaffs Lord of the Rings episodes 500K, Ethan shits himself. Oh no, we got to bring out the big guns. Let's make fun of Frogan with 20,000 Twitter subscribers and like whatever, like, is Frogan how you're going to get the fucking views? And they are. Look, there's 39K people watching, more than usual. So drama pays, folks. Drama pays for the H3 staff. So And Ethan, you are my lol cow. You're making fun of other people, then you are my lol cow. Anytime I make fun of you and we talk shit about you, people are interested. So guess what? You've made yourself into a fucking lol cow, you embarrassing fuck. So let's go back here.
Myself against this unhinged attack video.
I mean, your response was primarily to Ian.
Absolutely, it was.
Okay.
I believe we barely even mentioned her.
I mean, certainly she was mentioned in the beginning when she was, yeah, but...
I said I was kind of trying to be nice. I was like, she's too dumb to even get mad at.
Yeah, not...
I was being nice. I was just calling her dumb to be nice. Why didn't she appreciate me calling her dumb in front of my 500,000 viewers? I'm being nice. She's dumb, but hey, I'm being nice.
Everybody would interpret that as being nice.
Sure. I mean, you know, there's
Calling someone
something
dumb.
unpacked there. I did story. I said, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I think you might be the dumbest person alive.
See, that doesn't...
And apparently, so they're talking about us a little bit later. I mean, I know they talked about me and Mike, but we'll get to that. I don't know if they're going to say more.
Like, I could see how somebody was maybe not seeing that as,
I think
as
she,
being
listen,
nice.
if she took that the wrong way, that's on her.
this is like what Asmongold was
I'm
saying
like
about
Asmongold.
you.
I just think people need to be honest. This is not looking too good, but
I hope you get PTSD.
I mean, this is Frogan. Everybody loves this
Okay.
dogging on her, so I won't look too much into it.
The new cope is that the dislike extension isn't accurate, which is true to an extent.
I don't.
Whether it's inaccurate or not, you are sending your vile, insane, fucking unhinged fans to go dislike anyone you dislike, bro. You just send them on, you know what I mean? And they fucking brigade whatever video, whatever article you dislike and you deem is inappropriate or anti-Semitic. You little fucking coward, Ethan Klein. You little fucking coward, bro.
I think it's pretty much accurate because I've seen it against my own videos where you can actually see the.
Yeah, I've done comparisons on our channel. Granted, our sample size would just be our audience, so it would be the same set of people that have the extension. The way it supposedly works is it takes everybody who has that extension that shows the dislikes and multiplies that by how many views it has to kind of extrapolate. And so it's not going to be perfect, but yeah, at least on the podcast channel, what it shows on the extension is pretty close to what it actually is.
Like
close enough.
Even like, yeah, within 10%, I think.
Something like that.
So anywho, and I mean, at this point, everybody has this extension, I feel like it's got to be extraordinarily popular. So, so this is her response to my response. She says it's an overdue response. She wants you to subscribe to her podcast, Arabs. And the comments are pretty, saying Ian approached this content cop with empathy is so delusional. Okay, so yeah, let's just watch it. So here it is.
It's Frogan, and this is the first time I'm ever making a solo YouTube.
By the way, I know I'm already pausing it. And before before her and Hassan and all of the company are accusing me of harassing her for responding to her fucking video about me. Just a reminder to everybody, every single one of you, that I've only ever responded to Frogan. This all started when I...
Oh yes, poor innocent Ethan. He only ever responded, like, if someone with 10,000 Twitter followers tweets about Ethan, and then he blasts that tweet and that person to 2 million followers, he's only still just responding. Ethan, you have a responsibility, bro. I know, like, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I don't know if you know that. This little quote, with great power comes great responsibility. Having a massive audience is a lot of power. And responsibility comes with having a big audience. Something you do not give a shit about because you don't give a fuck what kind of bullshit you spew, what kind of fucking propaganda you spew to your audience, and who you turn your audience against, even if it's someone as fucking harmless as Frogan, bro. But he wants to make it her fault. Hey, I only ever responded to Frogan because she tweeted about unfollowing me. She said that she unfollowed me. So this whole hate campaign that I've been on for the past year and a half, it's because Frogan tweeted that she unfollowed him. What a fucking psycho, bro.
Silently, peacefully unfollowed her on Twitter.
Did you see the meme of you as Matthew McConaughey trying to warn yourself not to unfollow Frogan?
Yeah, it was funny.
No!
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. What was I saying? Yeah, so
this is a man that says that Tel Aviv is great and that Tel Aviv is Israel proper and that it has nothing to do with Gaza and that he thinks that Palestinians, if they get out, like, this is a racist piece of shit we're talking about right now. This is an Islamophobic, Zionist piece of shit that everything that comes out of his mouth is fucking bullshit at this point. So let's just enjoy it. Let's laugh at this fucker as his career goes down the fucking drain. Let's just fucking do that. That's what we're doing from now on. We're not giving this man any fucking importance anymore. Okay? He's just a literal fucking lol cow whose career and his whole team and his whole reputation, everything they've worked so hard for all these years, they are flushing it down the toilet themselves. And I am fucking here for it, bro. I am here for every fucking second of it, bro. As we replace you, motherfucker.
They accused me of harassing her. I've only ever unfollowed her quietly, and she started calling me Islamophobic, saying I hate Arab people as a result of that. And, you know, obviously I had something to say about that, right? Especially since Hassan was my good friend, and I didn't want to see like his moderators, like clearly he wouldn't co-sign something like that. Insane, right?
Bro, Hassan doesn't like you and doesn't want to be your friend anymore. Get the fuck over it. You've been crashing out about this for 2 fucking years, talking about someone who wants nothing to fucking do with you anymore. Ya khara. Khalas ba'a nikna.
Spoiler alert, he does.
Oh.
Yeah, but anyway, here's her response.
Everything that has happened the last year and a half. I address everything on my podcast, Arabs, which you can find the link below, but today it's just going to be you and I. I think the content cop was great. You know, I feel like Ian approached it in a way that nobody else does. He approached it with empathy, and, you know, it was supposed to make people feel bad for Ethan.
So, like, first of all, just on face value,
Really?
this is a pathetically insane take. And it's just part of this continued gaslight campaign to make it feel like I'm imagining anti-Semitism. I'm imagining people coming after me and my family. And this is part of it. She's like, don't you realize we were being nice to you?
Ethan, I saw a video of a little girl it's on Twitter, and I retweeted it. Go check out my Twitter. Half of her brain, half of her head is like blown off, and she's bleeding, and she's still awake. She doesn't know that she's about to die in like 10 seconds. You see her bleeding out at first, crying. Some men come to pick her up. That's in Gaza. Then the camera pans back at her, and she's lying dead on the fucking floor, bro. That's what your country is doing. That's what your wife's terrorist organization that she's a part of, the IDF, is doing on a daily basis. Why are you talking about Frogan here, bro? Why aren't you talking about how fucking evil your country is? Why aren't you talking about the atrocities that Israel causes? Aren't you pro-Palestinian? Nikitna, I'm pro-Palestinian. I'm pro-Palestinian. Didn't you donate $6,500? Don't you care for what the Palestinians are going through day in and day out? Ma bifham ya ir. La, Frogan, this is what we need to talk about. Frogan is going to be on my fucking thumbnail.
It's like, am I crazy? Yes, you are crazy. But this ignores the empirical fact that she and everyone else is ignoring, which is that Dr. Kirk said explicitly on video, which I can pull up, that Ian's initial first draft was him changing my grade. And when he said he wouldn't change my grade, he had to scramble to make a new ending, which is when he reached out to everyone to say something nice about me. This was not his intention setting out making this video. It was literally a plan B because Dr. Kirk fucked him. That's the truth. And it's on video. So this whole gaslighting thing of like, oh, we were being nice, is completely a fucking lie, a knowingly lie, frankly, because they weren't setting out to be
why
nice.
is he wearing? Why is he wearing a suit again? He wore a suit when he was reacting to Content Cop because it was like Ian's funeral. He called it. Is he just like celebrating anytime he has a big topic and he knows he's gonna get more than 500,000 views? Does Ethan wear a suit now? Is that what we're doing now? You pathetic little shit.
God bless him.
Celebrating the drama so you can get some fucking views and ad revenue. Look at this fucking psycho face, bro. Look at this Zionist fucking piece of shit. Murderous fuck, bro. Tel Aviv is Israel proper. Let me take you to Tel Aviv and show you how great it is. This fucking psycho shit, bro. That is the face of Zionism right there, folks. That is the face of Zionism.
Basically proved that to us. I'll pull that clip up if somebody can find it.
One of the main things, especially as content creators, people tend to dehumanize us and forget that we're living normal people just like you. So obviously...
Okay.
I forgot.
Is he gonna do the iDubbbz thing where he pauses in every fucking 5 seconds and doesn't let the person make a full point at least?
Thanks for the reminder. I just think like a lot of times she does this where she's like, listen, I get it, Ethan gets it. And I'm like, you're not really a content creator. Like, I mean, you are, but you're like, you kind of are, like, barely. Her career, her career is the, an analogy would be an iron lung. Her career is in an iron lung. That's how much life assistance she needs.
Again, this is a multimillionaire with millions of followers talking about a small, independent Twitch streamer with a few thousand followers, bro. He has made it his life's mission to make fun of Frogan, to make it impossible for her to get work, to make it impossible for her to get sponsorships, to make it impossible for her to go out in fucking public. على شو يا إير؟ على شو هيدا كله, bro? على شو? Why are you doing this? Because someone put you at the bottom of a fucking tier list? Because someone doesn't like to eat fucking sabra hummus? Is this why you're fucking ruining this person's life, bro? Man bafam.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a good analogy.
it's that bad.
She lives rent free for someone who doesn't fucking matter, and for someone who's such a small content creator, she lives rent free in your fucking brain, bro.
It's not even life support. It's an iron lung.
With so much pressure on the internet, both on myself, and I'm sure Ethan can relate to this too. It's fucking hell. It's hard to manage.
You can't relate. Again, what I experience and what you experience, I know you want to think of yourself as the victim and everything. You don't relate to me. I don't fucking care. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have a...
Bro, she can't even go out in public, ya akhu sharmuta. Khalas ba'a habal. She can't even go out in public to do IRL streams, bro. She can't tweet something out without having 30 fucking psychos in her replies, posting Jabba the Hutt pictures and beeper jokes, bro. I posted a few pictures with Frogan. Go look at my replies, bro. I had to block like 30 fucking people between yesterday and today, bro. But only Ethan can be the victim. Only the Jewish Israeli man can be the victim. That's it.
Idea what I'm going through, and clearly that's true by you coming out here and trying to literally gaslight and crazy make me, pretending that you guys did this to be nice. What a joke.
It's hard to deal with. So I feel like Ian approached it in a way that was more so holding a friend accountable and in a softer way, and wanted to generate empathy for Ethan.
That's
Other people don't do that.
insane. That is insane. Do I really need to play the beginning of that content cop again? It's basically
No,
you guys
please
flipping
don't,
me
bro.
off, telling me to wake up. And I mean, he told me, Frogan, that this is not what podcasting is. Okay, that one hurt bad coming from Ian.
This is not what podcasts are.
Ian, the king of podcasting.
It's horrible.
Yeah, and once again, the original premise was not to be nice.
That. And I've even said this before. I feel like we need to stick to the basics as to why Ethan Klein deserves to be criticized, and that is for being pro-Israel and trying to deplatform pro-Palestinian content creators.
This is just so pathetic. This whole he's trying to platform pro-Palestinian creators. I mean, deplatform. Just because you're pro-Palestine doesn't mean you're infallible. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're beyond criticism. I know you wanted to feel that.
Well, you only seem to criticize pro-Palestine. He was literally on live earlier praising Asmongold because Asmongold liked the fact that Ethan reacted to the content cop right away. He's like, oh, thank you, Asmongold. Thank you. He's glazing a fucking Nazi supporter, bro. You're literally, your fans align with Sam Hyde now, Asmongold, XQC, fucking Keemstar, bro. Zbele, you're trash, you're garbage, you're beyond garbage. You and your fans and your fucking crew, كلكم بزبالة. AB Lina, شاف خرا, I'm sorry. خرا عليكم وكله خرا. بتسوى ايدي, bro. نيناتكم, bro.
Way so that you can say shit like Hamas is fucking doing awesome revolutionary acts by slaughtering civilians, and that you don't want to be held accountable for saying insane shit like that. But guess what? That's not how the world works. Despite your fantasizing so badly that you need to be the victim of every situation.
Oh my god, bro. Look at who's talking about wanting to be the victim. Ethan, there's a fucking genocide going on and you're making it all about you. People are calling you out for defending a genocide and you're making it all about, but I'm scared. People are being anti-Semitic towards me. But I can't, bro. This is just enraging. And the guy is just making money off of this. That's his business now. Just regurgitating this fucking bullshit over and over again. Going after tiny fucking creators, bro, with no fucking influence.
It's just not the case. I mean, this is all very obvious. I mean, isn't that just like apparent? Like, who fucking thinks that? Just because, yeah. So, you know, this guy who he marched with Martin Luther King, and he killed someone, and you're trying to put him in jail. I'm just an analogy. That's just made up.
That's a better analogy than the Iron Man or the Iron Lung one.
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like, oh, you did something good, therefore you're trying to hold me responsible for something completely unrelated. Shut up. Zero accountability. Holy shit.
Everything Ethan is saying, you could apply directly to him. Zero accountability, shifting blame, trying to become the victim. He's literally talking about himself, but he's just surrounded by yes men and fucking idiots and like 12-year-old fucking insane, unhinged fans at this point. And his wife is fucking insane because she was in the fucking IDF and doesn't recognize that what she did was wrong. His fucking raider of Ramallah, IDF terrorist wife is fucking brainwashing this fucking dumbass day in and day out, bro. This fucking idiot who can't fucking think for himself needs his wife, his IDF terrorist raider of Ramallah wife, to fucking tell him what to think because he's too fucking dumb.
I think it's insane to involve his children and anybody else that really doesn't deserve the criticism. I think Kayla deserves the criticism as well too.
So what I'll say to her credit is I don't believe that I've seen, maybe you guys will prove me wrong, that she's ever done this, Ethan's kids are eating shit and all this stuff. And she says people shouldn't come after my kids, which by the way is
I've never seen that was like that was denims primarily.
Yeah,
and like people around her.
Yeah. So to her credit, she never did do that, and I think that's a good thing, right? That's better than Denims, who's just like a vile, heartless freak.
Yeah, I don't think she.
Again, yeah, Frogan never mentioned that. We don't talk about that shit. We keep our eye on the ball, okay? The Zionism, okay?
Participated.
So that's good. I mean,
I've
yeah,
ever seen.
to her credit, that's true.
She says some batshit crazy things on the podcast as well.
By the way, she goes, Ethan needs to be criticized for being pro-Israel, and also Hila said batshit crazy stuff. Okay, well, clearly you're going to have evidence to support that, right?
And I've said this, and I'll say it again. If you're spewing pro-Israel propaganda, I'm going to call you out about it. I received a text.
Okay, well, if you're calling people out, get ready for them to respond. Like, it's not brave of you to be like, I'm calling you out because I disagree. And then when they respond to you, you go, I'm being bullied and harassed. It's insane. It's cry bully behavior, which is my...
It's literal harassment, bro. Just go look at Frogan's Twitter. Everyone, right now, open your Twitters. Go look at whatever she posts, okay, and go read the replies. That's what she deals with 24/7. I was hanging out with Frogan, bro. I opened my Twitter, and there was someone that released a clip talking shit about Frogan, and she's sitting right next to me. Like, I can't even open my Twitter and my social media to look at it for 5 seconds without seeing something negative about Frogan, bro. That's how fucking unhinged it was. I'll try to show you guys the clip later. Nama the Nemesis sends $2 Canadian and says, Ethan proud in his Zio-Israeli Da'ath freak uniform. Yeah, exactly, bro. Fucking insane, bro. Calling people cry bullies come in. Thank you so much for the support. Nama the Nemesis, we got Canadian audience, step up, bro. We fucking love you guys. You guys are the best.
Criticism of you from the beginning, just cry bully behavior. And she's being enabled by people like Hassan who are like, people only criticize her because she's a hijabi. And it's like, dude, this is not helping anybody. Here's the clip. Thank you.
What kind of podcast is this, bro?
We found it?
Fucking quiet, awkward-ass podcast. Dizzle McFizzle sends $10 and says, bro, I can't watch Ethan be this unhinged. Here's some cheddar and Bill Burr voice. I'm going to bed. Free Palestine. Also, listen to Kneecap. Of course, everybody listen to Kneecap. Kneecap, at this point, is required listening to any pro-Palestinian voice out there. Dizzle McFizzle, our favorite veteran. We love you. Thank you so much. Hope you don't have any disturbing dreams tonight. FT Jan sends $5 and says, whoever called CPS gave Ethan the biggest out. They gave Ethan's kids the biggest out. Am I right? Dan from New York with another $5 as well. He says, Bad Empanada nailed it in Content Cop Review. Appealing to old Ethan does nothing but sane wash H3. This 40-year-old piece of shit has never been a good person ever. And I know that was my mistake. I used to think that Ethan was just like entertaining and fun and jolly, but he's always been this crazy piece of shit. But the real crazy only came out after he started defending Israel after October 7th. That's like when the real insanity came out. And anyone just is going to seem unhinged when they try to rationalize what Israel is doing. Like, you know, well, they had to bomb that hospital. I mean, wasn't there a base underneath it? Or if they don't bomb them, won't the Palestinians leave Gaza and come kill all of us in Tel Aviv? Dreadful Utopia sends £2 and says, I gotta go to bed, but keep up the good work. Good night, Dreadful Utopia. We love you. Have some safe sleep. I'm sorry this was a bit late. This was, again, very impromptu. This was not supposed to be happening. We have 556 of you live right now. Let's continue.
So he pretty quickly apologized.
If I had known that the whole video was concluding on me changing the grade, I still would have refused to change my grade, but I would have done it in a much more careful way, because I thought that he was just experimenting with different elements of the content cop video. I thought I was going to be one of hundreds of possible things that he would put in, and I thought since I didn't change the grade, I wouldn't even make it in the video. And I asked him about it actually today, and he said that he thought I was going to change the grade, and that when I didn't change the grade, he had to completely rewrite the ending, the epilogue.
That sounds pretty genuine, guys. That sounds like a really genuine effort to make people sympathetic with me. Like,
yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys the clip. When I was literally hanging out with Frogan, this is a clip that came up, and I had to fucking like reply to this shit. I might have been blocked at this point. Can I still find it? I gotta go to my replies. She may have blocked me. Let me just scroll down real fast. Yeah, I'll find it. Here it is. Solo react. So this person, Star, she's talking shit about Frogan. Let's see that.
The last year and a half doing everything in your power to push people to bully and harass me, including weaponizing propaganda organizations such as the ADL to get me banned off Twitch because I made a joke about you not being...
Weaponizing propaganda organizations such as the ADL. Wow. 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 Wow.
Oh, she actually said it again.
Wow. Wow.
Stop!
Wow. Wow.
Someone in the comments was really funny. It was like, she looks like she could eat a whole Subway foot long and the side of her mouth in one bite. Which, I'm not here to make fun of people's physical appearance, but who the fuck are you talking about fucking Frogan? Wow. Wow.
Wow. Oh my fucking god. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. What is going on? Are we just JQing on main now? What's going on? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Stop it. Jesus fucking Christ. I almost ratioed her. She's at 220 likes. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? But that was just one response. I gotta find it about her eating a Subway sandwich. Where is it? There it is. This what a hero. Anthony G. You look like you could eat a Subway sandwich sideways in one bite. I don't need to say anything else anymore. Honestly. This guy fucking got her. I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. Let's head back to this.
You're lying. You're a liar. You
Okay, but to be fair to Frogan, she may not have been in the loop in all of
personally, I wouldn't agree because she was there from the inception, and all of them got this like half-assed phone call.
How do you know?
I'm explaining.
Okay.
Well, she was there when they were doing the dancing bullshit, which I'm assuming was like, you know, during the making of.
Sure, I just don't know though.
Well, so the reason I think she knows is because everybody got this half-assed call, like probably 2 or 3 days before he posted the video, or maybe even less, being like, "Can you say something nice for Ethan?"
Because they shot them individually instead of when they were all together. That's the rationale. I'm supporting.
Why? It's like, yeah, no. Why are you asking last minute to say something nice? Like you didn't know that I was even part of it until like 2 days before. You can't like make this grand claim that it was meant to make people sympathetic for me when like it's bullshit. It's just a lie. Does that make sense?
Oh my god.
No, I agree that I think that Ian scrambled and that was never his intention, and that's bullshit. I'm just questioning the level of Frogan's involvement in the making this video beyond doing the Fortnite dance and then sending that video. I don't think she was like on the ground floor planning it with them.
I don't think she was writing it, but I don't think she believes this because like up until 2 days before, she thought this was just like an epic takedown, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, by the way, can you send something nice?
I guess I get.
Bro, are they gonna react to this 12-minute video for like an hour, bro? How much is there to say about it, dude? Oh my god, dude, they are milking this to fucking shit, man. What's here, too? What are they talking about here? This is insane, bro.
And by the way, Hassan's not going to appear in it. And by the way, Shonda Black the next day after is going to be like, I didn't know I could say no.
Right, yeah. Right.
Ethan, wake up.
Bro, why are you there? Why?
To that hour-long content cop video, and he had to and maybe influenced to make it more positive, and then he reached out to all those content providers for them to
Lizzie saying that Dan has changed a lot. Wow. Dan is down the drain. Dan, who gives a fuck what Dan thinks? I used to love Dan. I used to respect Dan. I used to respect Dan's opinion. I used to think Dan should host his own fucking political podcast. At this point, fuck, bro. Fuck anything he has to say. Fuck anything any on that crew has to say, dude. None of them matter. They're all pieces of shit. I hope all of their careers fucking fall off a cliff when H3 is done, or let them stick with H3 for the rest of their fucking lives as that show falls off a cliff. I don't give a fuck about any of them anymore. Zero charitability, zero anything, bro. If they don't speak up right now to defend Frogan, they're all pieces of shit. I don't give a fuck what they do behind the scenes. If they text someone behind the scenes and are nice, like, I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. All that matters is what you're doing publicly on fucking camera. You fucking cowards. You bitch-made cowards, all of you, bro. All of you. Accepting that fucking... whatever fucking, I don't want to call it blood money, but accepting that fucking dirty ass money you're getting just by shitting on other people. That's what your career is right now. Enjoy.
say something nice in light of what I had done.
Yeah, pretty fucked up, huh, Dr. Kirk? Yeah, it's pretty insane. I feel bad for him. He's the one that got fucked the most in this, it seems like. Anywho, so yeah, that's my take on that whole ridiculous narrative. Thank you guys for being so nice. You guys were so sympathetic. Everybody watched that and felt bad for me. All the people that hate me watched that and were like, we need to give Ethan a second chance.
I kind of did feel bad for you. By the end of that video, bro, I felt a little bit bad for you when I saw that old footage of you. So it did kind of work, but then you undid all of it by being a fucking unhinged asshole just a second later.
In a weird roundabout way.
It did? That's what happened.
Yeah. Frog Drug said it. Zionist money. You guys are just accepting that Zionist money. A year and a half of defending a genocide on a fucking podcast. You like that money, AB? You like the fucking paycheck, AB? Fucking pussy. Sorry, oh, no, that was horrible. No. Let me cut that part out. I can't do it. It's just, I got a little carried away. But AB. Mom, family, everyone's great. We love the whole family. Lebanon, when we insult people, for some reason we get like the moms and the sisters involved right away. So I immediately retract that. Immediately. Bas inta. Mom, family, everyone's great. Fucking nothing but love to them. So this is why we need a button. You know what I mean? I took it back. Folks. Right away.
It is what happened, but not the way they intended.
Right. It's
horrible.
There's something interesting there.
There is, yeah, that is interesting. That is what happened. A lot of.
Yeah. People did have empathy for you, but they felt bad for you because an old friend was like doing this like blatant betrayal rather than.
Yeah, no button on the show. Again, I take it back. Okay, I'm not gonna go after anyone's family. I just get a little carried away, folks. Okay, cursing in Arabic is very. We get the whole family involved. What can I say?
The intended reason, but
so interesting.
Same end result though.
It's horrible.
Asking to say something nice about Ethan, and to be honest,
bro, AB's dad would be ashamed of AB. AB's dad is like a big time lawyer in Michigan. He stands up for like Arab rights, and like his son's out there fucking working for a fucking Zionist couple, defending what they're doing in fucking Palestine, bro. What an embarrassment to his fucking family.
I thought about it long and hard because I was like, this man.
And then she goes, when I first was asked about it, I was like, I don't fucking want to say anything nice about this guy. It's like, okay.
Well, I can understand that from her point of view.
Okay, but then like, don't be like, we were trying to be nice. It's like, no, you weren't. You hate me, and just say it. Don't do this. I hate how they like pretend to be these good people, altruistic. It's bullshit. Just fucking say what you act.
No, Lamp and Rabbit, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, nothing but love to AB's parents. They raised a disappointment. Can we say that? Whew.
Actually believe it's pathetic. These people don't know how to be honest.
I deserve anything nice from me. But I said, you know what?
I don't want anything nice from you.
Maybe it'll give me some closure. So I wrote a letter to Ethan, and I read it off, and iDubbbz put it in the video. And this was Ethan's reaction to the video.
I bet you would.
I will be reading my letter off because I don't want to sound robotic. H3 used to be the sports figure that I used to watch. I hope that one day gets back to what I remember. You were one of the inspirations for me to start creating content, so all this has stunk.
Sorry, guys, for pausing. Anthony Bencivengo sends $5 and says, Dan is the worst because he's the most comfortable disagreeing with Ethan, but just chooses not to. That's what's weird. Dan was always the only one who would speak out against Ethan. He was the one that was the most, just like Anthony's saying, he was the most comfortable speaking out. And now, I think he just doesn't want, I think he tried speaking out, and then there was just too much resistance. At this point, he's like, fuck it, bro. I just want to get my job done. I want to go home, you know, after my 9 to 5 is done, go home to his fiance, go home to his wife. He doesn't want to spend all that time arguing with Ethan. That's probably it. Or he maybe agrees with him, which is even fucking worse.
Hope you really hear this, and I wish you the best.
I think. Listen, Frogan, she's so dumb that you almost can't be even mad at her. Like, I think it's funny that she put this in because I mean it's kind of funny, you know.
Well, she's putting it in to show that you were not nice while she was being nice.
Yeah, she was being so nice.
Right, I get it.
But I think she's thinking it makes me look crazy, but I think it doesn't. I don't know. It's kind of a good point, honestly.
And it almost felt like the nicest one of them all.
I think she was the only one being genuine, actually. So I think we're being nice too, by the same token. Frogan, just chill, okay?
Yeah, Dan is just following orders. Dan is like, you know, let's go back to the times of Nazis. He's that Nazi who's like, I was just doing what Hitler was telling me. Oh, I didn't know it was bad. I was just following orders. Yeah, half the Nazis were just following orders, bro. Good job, Dan.
Stop being an idiot, and I'll stop talking about you. It's really simple math.
She's also by far the smallest creator of the bunch.
Right.
And someone's saying Dan's family are settlers. Dan, if your family are settlers, then fuck them. Fuck them, bro. Fuck every settler in your family. Fuck them. Fuck them. All of them. Whoever's watching right now, whoever's watching, whether you're on the podcast, whatever the fuck, if you have a settler in your family that has taken Palestinian land and is living there, fuck him. And fuck you too. You pieces of shit. Yeah.
I mean, is it even like cool that he included her? Like, she's just gonna get more shit for being involved.
It's not cool.
And like, it's not. It's
he knows what like this entails.
This part made me laugh.
I feel like that clip wasn't bad. It feels like we were being genuine and. Well, anyway, she didn't see it that way.
Well,
and like, it's not. It's
he knows what like this entails.
This part made me laugh because it was very tone deaf, and he's acting like
tone deaf.
Let her finish, bro.
Does she know? I don't know if she knows what that means.
Yeah, she's an idiot. She doesn't know what tone deaf means, Ethan. You're the only
What was
person
tone
who
deaf
knows
about it?
What
was the tone I was deaf to?
Let her finish the sentence.
Ah, there it is.
Let her finish the fucking sentence.
There it is. That's the tone.
like half of his content nuke wasn't about me.
Okay, this part is bananas.
And he's acting like half of his content nuke wasn't about me.
I know you think this song is about you. It was 10 minutes of an hour and 40-minute long video. Girl, you interpreted that as half? That just shows kind of where your head's at. Like, holy smokes. I talked about you for 10 minutes. Yeah, and by the way, I thought it was integral to the story. I think it was very... Well, your whole Arab tier list...
Integral to the... the Arab tier list. Integral to the story. Let's go back to the Arab tier list. What?
Was a big piece of the puzzle in this whole tapestry of bullshit, right? So, yeah.
God forbid Arabs have the right to do a tier list. We don't have the right to do a tier list where Arabs are good, apparently, folks. She made a tier list where Arab good, Jew bad. Look, hey, bro, what a fucking baby. What a fucking coddled baby. Can I get a sodi? Hey, Lena, can I get a sodi? Lena, go get fucking Ethan a sodi. Assariya, yalla.
Of course, I'm going to talk about you, but only for 10 minutes, not half. That's fucking silly.
Yalla, chop, Lena.
Insane to claim that.
Go get that sodi for Ethan.
Half of the content nuke, the entire ending half, was about
That
me.
is insane.
So if I'm so...
AB, make sure your wife is getting Ethan the sodi. He's getting thirsty. Go get the fucking sodi. Go help her.
The entire half was about me.
I hope you get PTSD.
W's in the chat for Comrade Casey. North Star Radio is in the chat, folks. W's in the chat for one of the biggest allies of this podcast. The biggest voices that are revealing what Ethan is doing. And calling out the crew. So we love you. We love North Star Radio. Thanks for being here. I wish I could get to meet North Star Radio. I got to meet a lot of awesome people in Los Angeles. Would love on my next trip out here, North Star, Comrade Casey, if we can connect, would be an honor, sir. We love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the chat. And thank you for providing us with amazing content week after week. We love you.
You know, if that was true, I think that she was right. I'd be like, yeah, that's overkill. Why are you talking about Frogan so much? Whoops, wrong channel. Let's take a look here at the, oh, I forget even what's my old channel's URL.
Who fucking who?
Minneapolis.
Dude, is so fucked.
That's it. Next time, I'm doing a trip to Minneapolis. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking go, baby.
How far down I have to go to find the content nuke? Why is it like this far, really?
It wasn't on the top. Oh, I see.
Showing Ethan joins a 90s band?
Well, those are banger videos.
It is a banger video, yeah. All right, let's take a look. So she says the back half is all about her. So let's see. Where do I first mention her?
Oh, he's pulling up. He's pulling up the content nuke. He's pulling up the content nuke.
Yeah.
Oh, we're revisiting that, huh?
Here she is. Here she is. So this is when I.
This is how they kill time. This is how you make a podcast 3 hours. This is how you maximize your ad revenue. You know what I mean? You just go back and rewatch the same fucking videos over and over and over again. You talk about the same shit over and over and over again. Are you all? Am I the only one losing my mind here, losing a little bit of my mind, or are you all losing it with me? Because I'd feel a lot better if we're all going a little crazy together. Because this shit is driving me fucking crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
She first comes up, I think. Talk about Dan being a creep. First of all, it's gross enough you're a creep, but what an incompetent idiot you are. You're the CEO of Twitch, and you get caught with the fucking. You get caught with the girlies on your homepage twice, bro. Come on, dude. You got wife, man. Got daughters. We don't need to know about this. Don't want that in my head, bro. It's also a little bit disturbing considering, you know, he's these people's bosses. Okay. All right, so he's incompetent. He's a creep.
Ethan wearing suits for these special occasion videos is just like him wearing a suit right now. Watching him wearing a suit for the anytime we're gonna talk about anti-Semitism, time to bust out the suit.
Protecting terrorist propagandists So what's up? So what's the big deal with Dan Clancy? Well, what happened next is what really made me realize how corrupted and rotten Twitch is to the very core of the organization. First, let me introduce you to Frogan.
Why don't you go take a trip to Home Depot?
Okay, at least I'm not alone. A lot of you guys in the chat. Sam K says, yep, I'm losing my mind. It's insane. Jolene McDonald says, I can barely watch any of it anymore. Frog Drug says, this is brain rot content, for sure. Dispre says, we're sane. But we got one purple unicorn says, nah, we are all going crazy. Baba Yaga says, I'm losing it with you, bro. Okay, so that's good. I'm not the only one here. We're all going kind of crazy. Let's go back. We're all losing our shit just a little bit.
Buy some rope.
She's one of Hassan's. Could it be that people don't like you because you say shit like that? You know? That could be one of the reasons. That doesn't have to do with the fact that you're wearing a hijab.
So this is at 116 what?
This is 116.39.
Okay, so I'm looking to see when it stops.
She's leading great
briefly at 26 minutes as well.
It looks like the tier list stuff ends
So I talk about
around 128.
By the way, the tier list thing isn't really all about her either. It's about the tier list, right?
Right, yeah.
And then here we're talking about her podcast, which again, they just kind of shockingly dumb shit they say.
It looks like it's about 12 minutes, this segment.
12 minutes?
I would say. So a little more than the 10 you said, Ethan.
But that's even being generous because I'm not even talking about her now. Like when I'm
sure, but it's a topic that directly involves her. I think it's fair to say.
Which would make them Sabras. So
yes. Yes, that's right, because Sabra also happens to mean... What if they were reviewing the Australian version of Sabra, which is called... Whatever the fuck that shit was called, I forgot. Olibi or whatever? What's it called? Abel... Oblana? Obel something? Abelu? That doesn't mean a Jewish person born in Israel. So what if we just tried the Australian version of Sabra? Would that have been okay, Ethan? Fucking dumbass, bro. This fucking hummus tier list. Hummus isn't even an Israeli food. They fucking stole it. Like they stole our fucking language and our fucking land and our fucking culture. Obela, that's right. It's called Obela. So, if it was called Obela, Ethan, from now on, anytime someone wants to make a tier list and talk about Sabra, let's call it Obela Hummus. Let's just fucking call it Obela. It's a fucking loophole that he's not gonna know what the fuck to do. He's like, what? Obela must mean something Jewish. Like, khalas, bro. Khalas. Obela. It's Obela. Obela. That's it. I'm never calling it Sabra again, bro. Obela. What can you do now? What can you say now?
About her, so yeah, 12 minutes out of
12 minutes, yeah. At about an hour and 42 minutes. Right. That's half, I guess. That pretty much maths out.
Horrible.
How could I? She's saying I talked about her for 80 minutes. No, I overshot that.
Haley D
what
says,
are you trying to say?
Haley D says, obey Hila hummus. Obey Hila. That is a fucking awesome one. I need someone to make a graphic for obey Hila hummus with Ila's face. Ila's tattoo face. Oh my god, if we get the tattoo face of Ila as like the mascot for that brand of hummus. Horrifying shit. We love you, Haley D. W's in the chat for Haley.
Better for 45 minutes. About.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That's a lot longer than I did.
So irrelevant and so uncool to include. Why the fuck was I in your goddamn video?
Like Hassan could, bro.
Relevant and so uncool to include. Why the fuck was I in your goddamn video?
Like, because. What's her point? Hold on, let me go back.
Half of his content nuke.
Yeah, what's her point? You're watching. It's taking you 15 minutes to get through 60 seconds of content. مش هتفهم ولا point, bro. No one understands shit the way you're watching this fucking thing, bro.
So if you're so relevant, because in that clip
half
she just
of the
reacted
content nuke, the entire ending half was about me. So if I'm so irrelevant and so uncool to include, why the fuck was I in your
Or again, we can call sabra zabra. Zabr in Arabic means cock, means penis, okay? Sabra hummus, zabra hummus sounds pretty good to me.
Goddamn video.
That would be a good point if she was right.
The premise wasn't a complete lie. 12 minutes, and most of it wasn't directly about you. So like, you know, what are you talking about, lady? You're delusional. Yeah, it would have been 50 minutes of me talking about her if what she said was correct.
Bro, you've spent more than 50 minutes talking about her over the last fucking year. You have not shut up about her. You bring Frogan up every other fucking day, bro. But maybe not in the content nuke. You got her there. You got us there, Ethan.
But also, just because I think you're irrelevant doesn't mean you don't belong in the video. You know, you are irrelevant. You're propped up by a bunch of ridiculous forces on Twitch and people. Despite, you know, you being essentially can only be described as talentless. And
what's your talent, Ethan Klein? Shut up, Rabbak. What's your talent, bro? What the fuck is your talent? Making people's life a living hell? Being a fucking unfunny asshole? Being a Zionist? I don't know if being a Zionist is a talent, bro. It's certainly a choice, though. Might not call it a talent, but it's a fucking choice. Being an Israeli citizen, that's also a choice. Very interesting choice that you made willingly after walking around Israel for a few days and being like, I fucking love it here. Talentless? What a just... Dude, he's a fucking hack. Go do some stand-up comedy. Let's see how many fucking laughs you get, Ethan Klein. What kind of talent do you have? A talent for destroying a once popular podcast and turning it into a fucking lolcow piece of shit show? You have a talent for losing subscribers, tens of thousands by the month. You have a talent for losing ad revenue. You have a talent for begging for subscribers on your show and begging for memberships. Those are talents that I think you have, personally.
You've been doing it now for years, you know, constantly rising starring it. And I think that's definitely noteworthy, you know, don't you?
I think you're giving her the fuel to succeed. You're giving her the motivation right now.
Good.
There you go.
I hope that I hope she harnesses it for good.
It's a fire in her heart.
And not another
Wait, what did AB say? What's
in response video? I think that's definitely noteworthy, you know, don't you?
I think you're giving her the fuel.
What's noteworthy? One sec, sorry.
Now for years, you know, constantly rising starring it. And I think that's definitely noteworthy, you know, don't you?
I think you're giving her the fuel to succeed. You're giving her the motivation right now.
Good.
There you go.
I hope that she...
Don't forget, AB used to be a friend of Frogan's. Like, AB's being a slimy little khirye right now, AB. And I hope you listen to all of this, AB, because I'm fucking sick of pretending to fucking like you or your fucking wife, bro. You two fucking clueless, dumbass fucking idiots. Look, you had a chance. You're on a fucking Zionist podcast. You had a chance to represent your people and your country, and you fucking took the money? You fucking chose the money over what's right? You fucking cowards? You fucking cowards, bro? You disgust me, bro. AB and Lena, you fucking disgust me. And I don't give a fuck what you're gonna say about me. Or you said that one disgusting thing that one time. So, bro, your people do not like Israel. Your people are getting killed by Israel. Yet here you are accepting money from Zionists. You are accepting money from Zionists, an ex-IDF soldier who raided a family in Ramallah. Yakerit. Okay, this will aid it, bro. You fucking cowards. You little fucking pieces of shit, bro. You're an embarrassment to Lebanon. You're an embarrassment to the Middle East. And you're an embarrassment to your people. And that's not Mike from PA fucking saying it. That's me fucking saying it. And I'm not half Lebanese like you. I'm fucking full Lebanese, bro. I'm actually half Lebanese and half Assyrian, okay? I'm the descendant of King Sargon of fucking Assyria, you motherfucker. Malik Kambar de Varda. Ya khwet al-sharmuta. This will aid it, bro. Two Lebanese people on a Zionist podcast kissing ass and kissing up to their fucking Zionist bosses. And you want us to still feel bad for you? I was the last fucking ally you had, motherfucker. I was the last fucking one. This will aid it, bro.
I hope she harnesses it for good.
It's a fire in her heart.
And not another Ethan response video. She'll do it again. She's going to do it again. Ethan response to my response to my response to Ethan's response to me complimenting Hamas.
The symbiotic
Can handle it. But
Lizzie's asking what was the name of that hummus? Obela. We figured it out, Lizzie. It's Obela hummus. It's called Obela in Australia and Latin America.
yeah, go with God. Take it, please.
Frogan is the fucking Antichrist.
Easy.
I wouldn't go that far. That's way too far, Hassan.
Nola Magnolia gifts 5 Do Not Worry memberships. Thank you, Nola Magnolia. We have 5 brand new members on the channel. Don't forget, this week I'm going to try to do some kind of an exclusive stream. I'm on vacation, folks. It's been a struggle to do this stuff, but I know we had a whole bunch of new members. So I want to give you guys something exclusive before your memberships expire or something like that. So please give me a couple of days. We will do something fun, something light. This was not supposed to happen today.
I thought you liked her. Well, also another big part of the puzzle is that she's a moderator for Hassan. She's like a prominent member of his community and a moderator. So when she says shit about me that I think is insane, I feel like it's representative of the broader Hassan community and even perhaps Hassan himself. So that's why I included you. But like Frogan's now just going to get a pile of shit on top of her that I have no control over because people are watching.
No control over. You have full control of your fucking psychotic audience, bro. You have full fucking control, Ethan. And you know that very fucking well. When you tag a journalist's name on your fucking Instagram stories, you know you're sending your audience to fucking brigade that person. When you post a tweet that you don't like, you send your fans to fucking brigade that tweet, to brigade YouTube videos. You know what you're doing. You know how you control the fucking mob. Stop acting stupid. Khalas ba. You're 40 years old, bro. Everybody, I've modeled my podcast after yours. I know how it works. I know what you do. I know how you drama farm, bro.
Millions of people are watching his video, by the way, and they're reacting to it, and they're not having good reactions
Not
to
just our audience.
it. Far from our own, yeah.
I think it's funny that you think me being in the iDubbbz video is what's going to cause this harassment. But in reality, it's you, Ethan. You're acting like you haven't spent the last year and a half doing everything in your power to push people to bully and harass me, including weaponizing propaganda organizations such as the ADL to get me banned off Twitch because I made a joke about you not being able to say Habibi.
Okay.
Now he's gonna accuse her of being anti-Semitic because he's Jewish, and he's saying that, well, if you claim that I brought down the ADL just because I'm Jewish, he did bring the ADL on him, bro. He fucking boasted about it on a fucking YouTube video. Regina George, I'm guessing from, what was that movie called? Regina George? Chat, should I get harissa or eggplant hummus next time I'm at the store? Eggplant hummus. I would personally say get harissa, because at least you're getting the original flavor of what you're eating. Eggplant hummus sounds like that olive tapenade hummus that I had, or that artichoke hummus that I had, to be honest with you. Oh no, eggplant hummus. I think you're talking about baba ganoush. If you're talking about baba ganoush, then baba ganoush is actually kind of good as well. Baba ganoush. Isn't baba ganoush eggplant hummus? Or no, that's something else. Yeah, get the harissa. Get the harissa, baby.
First of all, your joke was not about me not being able to say Habibi. This is just another gaslighting, ridiculous premise that you're lying about. Okay? I mentioned that in the video. And second of all, first of all, and second of all, and third of all, she says that I worked with the ADL to get Zionist, to deplatform. Now, what is her evidence that I work with the ADL?
Yeah, sorry. Eggplant dip is baba ganoush. I don't know why I got confused. So it's not like artichoke hummus or something. Baba ganoush, a lot of people love baba ganoush. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of eggplants. So, yeah. Yeah, sorry. I got confused for a second, guys. I knew it was baba ganoush. Okay, don't question my Lebanese origin. It's just I'm tired. I barely slept.
Other than the fact that I'm Jewish? Doesn't that strike you as a little fucking...
Oh my God. Bro, خرج كف هالزلمة خرج كف عنيعه.
ADL to get Zionist, to deplatform. Now, what is her evidence that I work with the ADL, other than the fact that I'm Jewish? Doesn't that strike
you? Talked about it in the video.
He was a little fucking racist. If I was like, if I was talking to someone...
What was the specific accusation here? Because yeah,
that I was working with the ADL to get Muslim or Islam or pro-Palestine creators
to get her banned?
Deplatformed.
He wanted to say Islamic or Islamist. I wanted to get Islamist content creators. He can't even say the fucking word. You lived in Israel for 5 years, bro. Are you someone that lived in the Manta? You can't even call a Muslim person. He gets confused between Islamic, Islamist, Muslim person. يا خيي قاير بالريسيزم وبالإسلاموفوبيا تبعك بقاير برو قاير بإسرائيل كلها فوق لتحت والصهيونية كلهم كس أمكن واحد بقاير يا أخوة الشرموطة.
Or what? Let me go back.
What did she say?
Power to push people to bully and harass me, including weaponizing propaganda organizations such as the ADL.
She says I weaponized the ADL
to
get me banned off Twitch because I made a joke about you not being able to say Habibi.
Okay, so it's specifically that she got banned for the tier list segment
because of the ADL.
Right.
That I weaponized?
Right.
How did I do that?
I don't know exactly.
I've never talked about the ADL, I don't think. I've never endorsed. I've never worked with. Like, this is just race.
I wish I had the video, bro. I wish I had the video. If someone could tell me what video he mentions that, I'll pull it up. I'll try to pull it up here and rewatch it. He was celebrating the fact that senators like Richie Torres were writing letters to get Hassan deplatformed. I think it was one of his Ethan Klein videos, bro. For sure.
This is like if a black dude was like, if I was
I think, the ADL,
if she was talking to a black dude,
did criticize Twitch, right?
Say what?
The ADL did criticize Twitch.
Yeah, no,
right?
it's true that they're the ones that got them banned. They reached out during this whole Arab tier list because it was going way beyond our community.
Right.
But blaming that on me is fucking insane. That's like being like, oh, black dude working with the NAACP, huh?
I have the clip. Give me a second. It's on Twitter. It's in my Twitter DMs. Sorry, so I can. Give me one moment and I will find it. Hope everyone's enjoying the show. How many of you guys are in the live chat? Let me see. 700 of you guys in the live chat. Give me one moment to pull up this video and we will continue. It's just better to have the evidence right there in front of us, isn't it, folks? Here is Ethan boasting about the ADL getting involved and him being happy about it. And there's the proof you require, Ethan Klein.
Once again, Asmongold got banned immediately, rightfully, duly. However, when it comes to Frogan and her friends shitting on Jewish people, shitting on Zionists, right? They need a lot of time to think about it. And I think, yeah, like when the ADL got involved, that's only when they finally suspended Frogan and all the other people up on the stage. When a sitting congressman started writing letters.
And why did the ADL get involved? Why did a sitting congressman write letters? Because Ethan wouldn't shut the fuck up about it on podcasts for 3 fucking hours a week and bitching on Instagram, bitching on Twitter, sending his audience to brigade every single post that the ADL finally got involved. And here he is fucking talking about it.
Posting on Twitter. Then they said, okay, we should probably do something, but
Your face, idiot. And I did that shit. I'll take credit for it. I fucking did that shit.
Oh, is that you saying you'll take credit for it because you fucking sent your fucking attack dogs and your fucking lackeys to the ADL, you little bitch? What? Let's hear that again, Ethan Klein. What did you say? What did you say, Ethan?
Congressmen started writing letters, posting on Twitter. Then they said, okay, we should probably do something, but
Your face, idiot. And I did that shit. I'll take credit for it. I fucking did that shit. I hope she gets permanently banned. Fuck her.
Okay. Well, Ethan, is Ethan gonna see this? Is Ethan gonna react to this? Will Ethan ever admit that this clip even exists? Probably not, folks. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. He ain't gonna talk about this shit. But caught in 4K, we have the footage. It's on here. You guys can come back and see it. Yalla, let's continue.
Like with no evidence, it's like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's also giving like shadowy org, like Jews in their shadowy orgs. It's crazy to lie about that.
Like, you guys see what's happening, right? He's creating his own alternate reality. And everyone's crazy. Everyone's a liar. He's right. He's the victim. Israel, bro. It's the Israel playbook. Lie, 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 deny, deny, deny. You know what I mean? Live in your own alternate reality. Israelis, bro. What Shufina Nami? They're Israelis. Khalas. I'm sorry. Like, as an Arab man, we know Israelis for their true nature. We know how they act. We know what they do. Hul Israeli. Khalas. They're no better. Fucking, we're dealing with Israelis. Make of that what you will.
Ay.
You just put that forward like fact with zero evidence. It's fucking insane.
Such your power to push people to bully and harass me, including weaponizing propaganda organizations such as the ADL to get me banned off Twitch because I made a joke about you not being able to say Habibi.
She accused me of harassing her while simultaneously lying straight up about me in an anti-Semitic way, in my opinion.
In an anti-Semitic way. Look, yeah, khalas ba'a. Bro, someone needs to wake these people up. Like, they're paying for their stupidity by losing subscribers, by losing revenue, losing all of that, and that's great. But, like, I don't think it's enough. You know what I mean? They need to lose more subscribers. If I didn't add that part, he would have jumped to like, oh, something needs to this guy's threatening to harm me physically. It's fucking insane, bro. These people are fucking nuts. The perpetual victim. Constant victim.
And then she goes, why do you stop talking about me? You know? Here, this is basically the logic. I think this person gets it. The point forward. It's simple. Dan Saltman worked with the ADL. Dan is Destiny Orbiter, and Ethan is secretly in cahoots with Destiny. Case solved. Yeah.
But no, it's iDubbbz, one of the only major creators besides Hassan who has actually defended me publicly in the last few months. This next section is about the double standards of Ethan's thinking. Let's get started with this clip.
Personally, though, and I've seen Hassan do this before, is he's accused me of it. He goes, oh, you just hate Muslims. It's like, bro, can you actually please just respond to a real argument? Like, please, bro. You know, he just, like, you can't just sweep everything away by saying that. It's just not right.
At least Ethan's wearing suits so we don't have to look at his fucking ugly ass tattoos. At least I'm thankful for that. We don't have to see the little jump scare of like Ila's arm, of Ila's face popping up every time he moves his arm. We don't have to see that. We don't have to see the fucking dog tattoos. I appreciate the suit for that reason. Thank you, Ethan.
Are people very cruel to her? Yeah, for sure. So I'm supposing the counter to this would be showing me saying Islamophobic or anti-Arab jokes. That would be the counter to this clip. Because I think it's a good point I'm making there. You know, it's just, I don't know, man.
I don't know how to explain this to you, Ethan, because this is something you claim all the time, but some people are actually racist.
Yeah, I said that in the clip you showed.
him all the time because they're racist, using his religion as a shield of criticism, as he claims people are doing to me. A lot of the comments I get are about me being a hijabi and me being Muslim, so no.
Not from me and my community. I don't fuck. You think that I'm the only community that you?
Not from me and my community, bro. Your community is the biggest piece of shit community on the planet right now. Your community is basically fucking Zionists. Hey, the هي community تبع go to the H3 subreddit. All they're doing is like defending the IDF, bro, and like attacking anyone that fucking speaks ill about Israel. Fuck your community, bro. All the good people left your community. All the fucking sane people that were actually there for like the goofs and gaffs are fucking gone. You're left with fucking drama fiends, bro. That's all you're left with. And fucking insane people, bro.
Upset? Like, have you forgotten the hordes of people on every corner of the internet that you have offended with your thoughtless, insane takes? Veterans deserve PTSD. Did you not think that that would upset a fuckload of people who, by the way, lean conservative? My community does not make fun of you wearing a hijab. We don't give a fuck about that.
Bro, I could straight up pull up like 50 fucking tweets right now that disprove what Ethan is saying. In 5 fucking seconds. I have people that like are insulting Frogan and me in the same, and calling me Millhouse, but only your fans call me Millhouse. Like, who the fuck calls me Millhouse, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so easy to disprove. It's so easy to disprove. Khalas, live in your own world, bro. Just keep destroying your podcast. Keep sending your viewers to me. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Thank you, Ethan. I'm just gonna relax and go back to thanking Ethan. I'm gonna thank idiots like AB and Lena. Let me unfollow AB off of Twitter, by the way, right now, just because I followed him to DM him once. Let me block his fucking ass, bro. Disgusting fucking.
I never have. That's for damn sure.
People are.
And yeah, AB and Lena, you are Uncle Toms. You are the Uncle Toms of Lebanon, bro. Congratulations, pussies.
Not more charitable to me because I wear the hijab, and I wish that was the case.
I have never. They accuse me of doing it. They go, "Oh, Ethan's just targeting Arab and Muslim creators." It's like I have never one time mentioned her hijabi or brought anyone's fucking identity into my criticism of them. Okay, so again, that's a good point, but maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm lying.
You're just big upping yourself.
And I have done that. That would be the good counter to this.
So I was trying to find where this ADL connection came from, and the only thing I'm saying is that when we talked about Dan Clancy, when you brought up the tier list initially, it was October 21st. And then later after the show, I believe is when the ADL put out a tweet about it. So I don't know if
that's rock solid stuff. That's a great perfect accusatory to say I weaponized the ADL. It's insane. It's fucking insane. Anyway, she's about to prove that I'm Islamophobic, right? Let me do this again because I think it's good. I have never. They accuse me of doing it. They go, "Oh, Ethan's just targeting Arab and Muslim creators." It's like I have never one time. By the way, Mike from PA, is he Arab or Muslim?
Oh, he wishes. Dude.
He's not. Is Sean the Black Arab or Muslim? I mean, I don't.
No Mike from PA slander on this fucking show is allowed. And you didn't really go hard after Mike from PA or Sean the Black. Did you try to get them deplatformed? Did you try to get them off of Twitch for anything? I don't think so, bro. You tried to mass report my channel. I'm pretty brown. You tried to go after Hassan. You went after the Arabs. You're going after Denims. You did deplatform a bunch of brown content creators, bro.
If he's Muslim, but I don't think so. You know, there's a lot of people in this story that is getting equal criticism that are not Muslim or Arab. It's fucking insane to claim that. It's just not even empirically true.
I saw today on the subreddit that Mike from PA is hanging out with Millhouse.
Oh yeah, two great kings.
Yeah, sorry AB, I don't want to fucking hang out with your fucking little pussy ass, fucking bitch ass. I hung out with actually interesting people that are pro-Palestine, that aren't defending genocide on a daily basis on their fucking podcasts. And guess what? Mike from PA was great. We had delicious Korean barbecue. They're gonna show the picture, so let's enjoy that. My good friend Mike from PA. Let's fucking go.
You know what I was just thinking that. It's Millhouse and the comic book guy. It's so true, dude. That's Mike from PA, and this is Millhouse.
Haley D said, I would also button AB. I didn't block him. I just unfollowed him. Should I block AB on Twitter, folks?
This is insanely poignant, this comparison. Wow. That is...
I mean, look. Mike from PA is not as large as the comic book guy, okay? I don't think he's into comic books at all. But, I mean, hey, I've accepted the Millhouse name, folks. If you guys want to go with it, I'm a big Simpsons fan, and I also love the comic book guy, folks. Again, I'm a big Simpsons fan. So, if Mike likes this, I'm cool with it, bro.
Right, on the money. Wow. I love it. Yeah, this is a great episode of Simpsons.
AB, you little fucking pussy. يا كسكوس صغير انت يا خيي. شو هالكسكوس؟
I mean, who else, like, I mean, that I talked about who's not Arab and Muslim? I feel like there's a whole bunch of them.
Oh, no, not that many, folks. Ethan,
Mention her hijabi or
they're mainly Arabs.
brought anyone's fucking. Oh yeah, Noah Samson is a white as fuck dude who's not Muslim. Why? You know what I mean? He's the one I'm saying I'm gonna sue for defamation. So what the fuck?
Jenna Wren just gifted 10 Do Not Worry memberships. Jenna, we love you. We thank you for the support. And congratulations to the 10 new members. And Nola Magnolia sends 50 EGP. Says 100% jealous of the delicious food y'all ate because he is hangry. Yo, that was some good Korean barbecue. Mike chose the restaurant. He insisted that we go eat there. He was mentioning Korean barbecue like the whole 3 days. Like, we're gonna get Korean barbecue. We're gonna get Korean barbecue. At one point, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to do lunch. I might be able to do like breakfast. Then I felt him get disappointed because he really wanted me to try that Korean barbecue place. We made lunch happen, and it was really good. He knows what to order, and he paid for the whole thing. He told me it was gonna be his treat. He really treated me to a lovely lunch. Thank you, Mike. And it was an adventurous lunch. I tried things that I don't normally eat. I'm a little bit of a picky eater. So we had a good time. We had a good time having some good Korean barbecue and talking shop. So, Mike from PA, we salute you, sir.
Be consistent. Just a liar, dude. These people lie like nothing. They cry bully, they hit, they lie. It's pathetic. And finally, there's enough people noticing it. You know what I mean? This has been my life for 2 years, where these people attack, harass, malign, defame. And then when I defend myself, I'm crazy. I'm psychotic. That's not really what's happening. I'm hallucinating it. I'm a crazy Jew. Matt Lieb is a Jewish white dude. He's not Arab or Muslim. Seems like there's more white dudes or non-Arab Muslims than there are Arab Muslims. So what are you talking about, man? Again, this is why this all started, because you were straight off the, by the way, you're not the best at this. Straight off the back, when I unfollowed you for supporting Hamas, you said I'm Islamophobic, so.
For supporting Hamas. Unfollowed you for supporting Hamas. Really, October 7th did break a lot of brains, didn't it? It broke my brain too, in a way, but like in the right way. In the, like, Israel is like a horrible place kind of way. And like, I'm watching a genocide every day on my phone. Why isn't anyone doing anything about it? That's what broke my brain. Again, I told you guys the video that I saw this morning. Check out my Twitter. I can't show it here. It's a little girl with her brain leaking out of her head, bro. And then she dies. She's still alive at first, and then she dies. You know how many kids I saw, bro, like butchered? Kids that could be like my nephews, my nieces, my cousins. Yeah.
I don't think it takes much for you to throw that around. By the way, Comrade Casey's a white dude. So we got Comrade Casey, we got Noah, we got Mike, Casey. Dan Clancy. We've got. I think Denims is.
She might be Muslim.
She's Egyptian. I don't know what.
Well, she's from Lebanon.
Denims is from Lebanon. I don't think so. Gabrielle Legranian sends $5 and says not to give a spoiler, but Ethan seems to hedge a bit on going through with the Hassan debate later in the show. Okay, so they're going to talk about it. The hedge, that means he's like not sure of it. Is he kind of hesitating now? The H3 show, Egyptian from Lebanon.
So I'll give her that. But is she Muslim? I don't even know.
No, she's from Egypt, I believe.
So background at least.
Egyptian from Egypt.
So I wouldn't even.
Egyptians are from Egypt. Lebanese people are from Lebanon. Jordanians are from Jordan. Kuwaiti people are from Kuwait. Israeli people are from Europe. And Palestinians are from Palestine, Ethan. All right? Cool.
With her, I'll give her that one. You know, it's like, what are we doing here? Come on. And by the way, I will never say like.
Lizzie Rosa sends 14 ZAR and says, Anthony, check the meme channel in the Discord, please. Okay. I got to do that off cam. So I'm going to keep playing this. You guys can hear it, and I'll open Discord separately. Hopefully my computer does not crash. Let's go.
When I call someone like Frogan anti-Semitic, I'm doing it in the context of a specific example. I'm saying, what she just did is anti-Semitic. But these people don't know how to engage honestly. They just don't. They're incapable. To my criticism of them.
You haven't said anything about me being Muslim directly, but your ideas about...
Sorry. I just want to go back because I think this is so rich. Of doing it. They go, oh, Ethan's just...
I open Discord so rarely that every time I open it up, it's got to update. One second, my camera's a little dark. a little bit better. Let me just quickly open the meme page. Dude, I open this so rarely. Memes. Oh my God, Lizzie did it. Lizzie, I love you. Let me save this image. Just 1 second, folks. This is gonna be worth it. Dismiss. How do I? Here, I'm just gonna show you guys this quickly. Boom! Obey Gila hummus. I fucking love you guys. This is fucking hilarious, folks. This is amazing. That is hilarious. 1 second. Let me try to see how I can, okay, download it. Desktop. Yeah, this is definitely slowing down my computer, so I'm gonna stop Discord. Image saved. Quit Discord. That should help a little bit. Nope, almost quit OBS accidentally. Let's get a nice clear shot of it. Boom, baby. W's in the chat for Lizzie. W's in the chat for some great fucking last minute graphic design right there, folks. That's why AI can never replace humans. You know what I mean? This is it. Obey Gila hummus classic. Should be like, makes you support genocide. Extra genocide vitamins. Okay, let me close this down. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Lizzie, we love you. Let's open this back up. There's like an hour left, bro. What the fuck?
Targeting Arab and Muslim creators. It's like, I have never one time mentioned her hijabi or brought anyone's fucking identity into my criticism.
By the way,
so to include this clip, surely
I just want to say, this channel is not always going to be H3. I know there's been like the last 5 videos are me reacting to H3. I'm just in the States right now. I'm supposed to be doing like regular episodes when I come back. This is just important shit to talk about. He's going after my friend. I literally just spent a weekend with Frogan. Like, I'm not gonna fucking sit idly by and just let Ethan fucking do this shit. I'm sorry. So this was not supposed to happen today. This channel is not only H3. I don't want my audience to only be here for H3 hate content. Like, there's other shit I'm gonna want to talk about very soon. So just a quick reminder. You know what I mean? Solo react.
surely she has clips of me.
Rand sends $2 Canadian and says, really missing the crew. I miss the crew too. It's not the same. These are just like solo individual streams. You know what I mean? But the whole the vibe of the show and the crew, I miss it a lot. So I'll be back in Lebanon on May 6th. So we're going to have an episode sometime next week. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I miss them too. It's not the same.
Doing the contrary.
You haven't said anything about me being Muslim directly.
Yeah, we're getting more apt comparisons here from Hook. Which is good.
Ice cream, Nate.
I think this is an apt one where Mike is the bumbling, incompetent fool. And then Millhouse is this pathetic, bumbling simp.
Shmee.
That's kind of a reach, isn't it? I'm Shmee from Hook. Don't be using shit. Why do they keep using shit that I love? They keep making references. You know, I fucking love Hook. Hardly any Jew sends 45 try and says that wife tattoo is actually turbo anti-Semitic. I agree. That is the most anti-Semitic thing that I've ever seen, is that tattoo of Hila, because it makes IDF soldiers look like jump scares. But actually, but being in the IDF has nothing to do with being Jewish. It's just Zionism. It's just the most Zionist tattoo I've ever seen. He has literally an IDF terrorist tattooed on his arm. Isn't that crazy? He has the Raider of Ramallah tattooed on his arm. That must be nice. And like, look, if you're comparing me to Bob Hoskins, bro, isn't that Bob Hoskins? What's his name, the actor? If you're comparing Mike from PA to Dustin Hoffman and me to legend Bob Hoskins, who died, by the way, in 2014. W's in the chat for Bob Hoskins. RIP to Bob Hoskins, folks. We love Bob Hoskins. What the fuck are we doing here? And again, if your only attack against me is my physical appearance, bro, I'm sorry. This is a fucking sexy ass picture of me and Mike. It goes fucking hard, bro. He's looking good. I'm looking fucking good. Like, shit, bro. If that's all you got on me, Ethan Klein, look at this. Look at who's making fun of my physical appearance, folks. This fucking thing right here is making fun of my physical appearance. You fucking wish, Yair, you wish you looked this motherfucking good, baby. Oh, you wish.
Shmee.
Shmee.
Love it.
But you're
So her point is,
fucking idiots, bro. Idiots. You happy, AB? Did you get Ethan the Sodi? Yalla, Lena. Yalla, Lena, chop chop. Lena, go walk my dogs. Hey, Lena. The dog shat on the floor. Pick it up before my kids get Giardia again. Chop chop, pick it up. Hey, get me a Sodi. Hey, AB, is that Zionist enough? Hey, AB, look at this brown content creator. Get me his location. Where does he live? He lives in, looks like Minnesota. Okay, AB, great. Stalk him. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is this fucking podcast that we're watching, bro?
I'm like, I've never done that. And she's like, okay, fine. You've never actually done it. But it's like, well, what the fuck are you doing?
ideas about Muslims are pretty obvious from what you say. Here are a few of many examples.
Nola Magnolia sends 20 EGP. I'm guessing that's from Egypt, if I'm not mistaken. نولا ماجنوليا من مصر بنحب لك مصر والمصار واخواتنا يا نولا نحن بنحبكم كثير من كل قلبنا. She said, y'all both look sizzling, baby. Do not worry. I know we're sizzling. Me and Mike were sizzling just like that Korean barbecue that was sizzling right in front of us. We were sizzling hot.
Why don't you just make it easier? Why don't you just fly?
Okay, this one is really crazy to me. This is from October 9th, 2023, and I am sure that the context of this is completely different than she's representing it. Someone find me that clip?
From what you say. Here are a few of many examples.
Why don't you just make it easier? Why don't you just fly to ISIS and do them a favor and just let them, just serve yourself on a platter for them because you deserve it.
How is that even in like? How's that Islamophobic? You don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
So everything we say is anti-Semitic, but like Ethan joking about Frogan flying to ISIS, that's not Islamophobic. Look, خلاص نتاك بقى يا حمار. Why is anyone still listening to your dumb shit, bro? Idiot. People should just treat Ethan like the idiot lolcow that he is. Like we just laugh at him. He should just be laughed at, bro. That's it. That's all he's good for.
Like literally zero context. I'd love to see it though. I want. Maybe she's right. Maybe I am have stuff to apologize for.
You have a lot to apologize
this
for.
This guy.
Ethan.
This is, by the way, okay. So this is this guy who was
classic. That was a classic tweet. Muhammad, he's big on Twitter. He said, I'm in South Beach having fun on drugs. And Ethan co-tweeted that. He said, enjoy your drugs and being a sex worker. Hamas would kill you on the spot. This was when his brain was starting to get like broken by what happened. You know what I mean? He started fucking losing him. Losing it.
On October 7th, in all of my mentions, saying horrifically pro-Hamas, disgusting fucking filth. And so obviously I was getting heated on that day, which I shouldn't have been, obviously, right? I wish I had a suit on that day, but let's be real, my emotions were pretty charged up, especially in the wake of this, being taunted online by what I thought were normal people. So this dude, I looked into him a little bit because I was like, who is this fucking guy who's like harassing me on Twitter with that most heinous dog shit? He says, I'm on South Beach having fun. So I looked into him. He has a gay-oriented OnlyFans, and he's doing drugs. So I think what I said was that, you're out there defending Hamas, right? An organization that would fucking murder you.
Wait for it, Ethan. That is Islamophobic, my man. That's fucking Islamophobic. You're using this man's religion, and you're telling him that these other religious fanatics from his religion would kill him on the spot for being who he is. What the fuck do you think that is? What do you call that? If the Sabra Hummus tier list is anti-Semitic, bro, what the fuck do you think this is, bro? خلاص بقى هبل. Stop it with the stupidity, bro, okay? Milhouse and Shmi are speaking. Shmi in Assyrian means listen. Ironically enough, where does it mean drink? Shmi. I think Shmi means listen in Assyrian. Assyrian is like an ancient language, folks. I kind of speak it. My dad speaks it fluently because he's from Assyria. It's very similar to Aramaic, the language spoken in Passion of the Christ. My dad understands like half of that movie just by the language that they're speaking. Shmi either means listen or drink.
If they knew who you were, if they knew what you're about. And I think that's a fucking valid point. I don't think this is Islamophobic at all. I think this is like...
Shmi is also the name of Anakin's mother in Star Wars. Yeah, Shmi is Anakin's mom. So yeah.
Completely true. It is. I fail to see how that's... I mean, this is anti this dude, right?
This is not Islamophobic. It's just anti this guy, this one Muslim.
But is your argument that Hamas is okay with someone having a gay OnlyFans in Gaza? Give me a break.
Oh, apparently-
Stop being silly.
So apparently that guy's from Iran. So like, why would Hamas even want to kill this guy? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hardly any juice. None of this makes sense.
And then here's another one. Ethan, I'm not Zionist Klein, playing Twitch or terrorist live to thousands of people. Islamophobic full on display. So, granted, this doesn't look good, and I probably I shouldn't have done this, right? It was petty, and it was
Islamophobic. Yahmar, Yahmar, Hamar, Hamar. AB, why don't you call him out for being Islamophobic, little fucking pussy?
stupid, and it plays up dumb tropes. Now, what they don't show is this is just the
Bro, AB has to sit there and listen to this shit. I hope the money's good, AB. I hope the money's worth it, because how embarrassing is this for you and Lena? Lena, get me the fucking sodi. Chop, chop. Okay, go pick up the mail. They left the mail outside of the studio. Go get the fucking mail, Lena. Chop, chop. Go help Ela film one of her vlogs, by the way. Fucking treating her like a dirtbag, bro. Like a fucking rag. And she doesn't give a fuck. She'd rather work for them than fucking speak out and defend Palestine and Lebanon. You'd rather be a rag at a shitty podcast that is falling off a cliff to Zionists. You go get Ethan a sodi, and AB doing his fucking stalking for him, and AB goes to Michigan, goes to Dearborn, and then goes back to Ethan. He's like, yeah, my friends in Dearborn, Michigan actually think you're kind of dope, and they like you. Like, what? Like, just go shove your tongue up Ethan's asshole, bro. Like, خلاص بقى. عيد بالهبل بعيد, bro. Pussy ass bitch.
This is just the landing page. It's not even comparing Hassan to Osama bin Laden. And I think when we played that game, I was pretty fair about like, this is dumb, this is stupid, this doesn't really prove anything. You know, I was pretty much like dismissive of the game when we played it mostly. But that being said, I think this was a mistake to do, and obviously it doesn't look good.
Nope.
I wouldn't compare. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I wouldn't compare Hassan to Osama bin Laden. He's much worse. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
We got someone in the chat said, y'all are sad. His name is Lo Fo RL. If you're talking about us being sad, motherfucker, I'm going to give you a second to clarify who's sad. Because I got a little block coming up your ass right now, little boy. 2 more seconds. All right, you're getting blocked, my man. I don't give a fuck who you are. If this is a mistake, then I'm just hiding you, bro. Boom, not worth it. He gone, folks. He gone. He gone.
I'm just kidding. Playing a gag here. But, I mean, the fact that you can even play a game when there's people on Twitch, by the way, who are not all, like, how many times do we have to point out the amount of people participating in this who are not Arab or Muslim? The fact that you can even play a game where it's hard to tell, like, did a terrorist say this or a Twitch streamer say this, I think is kind of sad. But that being said, I can see why people perceive this as being like Islamophobic, especially out of context with it being like, oh, I'm comparing Hassan and Osama bin Laden, which it's just the landing page. There's no comparison there.
Yeah, and sorry, normally we have someone moderating the chat, so I'm doing this alone. The crew, it's pretty late in Lebanon, so the crew is asleep, so there's no one moderating the chat. So if someone says something out of pocket, I can't get to it all the time, okay, folks?
Regarding the post on the left, like you were saying, you were talking to him specifically. I think why this offended a lot of people was because for so long, Muslims are referred to as homophobic and stuff. These cultures are referred, my culture, they're referred to as being homophobic as an excuse to just be like indiscriminately bombed by like America and a bunch of other, and a bunch of other conflicts as well. So yeah, you were talking about him specifically, and I know you didn't mean it in that way, but that's why I feel like so many people got offended by it. Because these cultures aren't able to advance and grow because of what they're subject to.
Thank you for the context, AB. That earns you half a sticker. Nola Magnolia, again from Egypt, sends another 50 Egyptian pounds and says, this New Orleans in Egypt says he doesn't have y'all privileges. Really? What? Whose privileges? You don't have Arab privileges? You can clarify without sending a super chat, but like, this New Orleans. So you're from New Orleans. Oh. Are you from New Orleans, Nola? You're not Arab? And are you a he? I've been calling you she this whole time? I'm confused now. Sometimes super chats get me more confused than anything else. But thank you for the support. We love you. AB said something, folks. AB finally is just another commenter. Broken clock is right twice a day. I think that what AB's saying now is not wrong, but like too little too late, bro. خلاص بقى شو بعمل. The H3 show sends $2 and he says عمو توم AB خرب شكله خاين شرف وطن. H3 show, are you Lebanese? Where are you from, H3 show? That's some good ass Arabic. And again, to our queen or king, Nola Magnolia from Egypt. Much love. Thank you all for the support, by the way. Again, this was not supposed to happen.
Sure. I did not say that, hey, Muslims hate gay people, so what are you doing?
Right.
I didn't say that.
Right.
I was being very specific about Hamas, who's a militant jihadist group that believes that homosexuality is a punishable by death. Right? Let alone doing sex work. You're not going to find many sex workers in Gaza, probably, or at least openly. Sure, I get that. I think a lot of people exploited this in bad faith, though, also, who like know what I'm saying, that point I'm making, and try to, because I see this paraded around like.
No one made. You did not make a good point, Ethan. Sorry, I said it again. The insulting someone's mom, but you know, she's a Zionist, if I'm not mistaken, and they're also, you know, Ethan's family has said very problematic shit. But again, when I say Eid al-Immak, I really just mean Eid al-Fiq. But Lebanese cursing, for some reason, we bring up like fucking family members, bro. So again, I apologize. I apologize for that.
Constantly. She goes, there are so many examples of you being Islamophobic. Anyway, here's three like really weird, like here's two kind of, in my opinion, weak ones, and one that doesn't even fucking make sense. Oh, we found the context of the one she pulled. Let's see.
Thank you. That's all I have to say. So if you think Hamas is dope, just remember that even more. I
don't know. Let me see what I'm talking about.
We're switching to 1.5, okay?
Talking about her?
We all deserve to be burned alive because of what our daughter, who I'm sure has the same exact politics as him, was fucking kidnapped and all of her friends killed in front of her.
Oh yeah, it's all this. Yeah, I'm just responding to horrific.
Nola clarifies and says, I'm not the king or queen. You are, and sorry, my EGP are sad monies. What do you mean sad monies? Are you kidding me? Guys, nothing is sad here. You guys shouldn't even be sending me anything. This is all crazy to me. The fact that anyone is donating anything to help this channel keep going. If you guys send 10 cents, yo, you guys are keeping the lights on. So I love all of you, from the biggest donator to someone who's never donated but watches every single week. You guys are amazing. So please, I apologize for doing a subpar job. I apologize if the stream is if I'm having technical difficulties, if I'm not streaming as often as I should. Like, I'm the only one who has to apologize to you guys. I'm the one who, I have a responsibility towards you guys in making good entertainment and being there for you guys when you need the entertainment. So please, I love all of you.
Twitter takes, which I'm so glad I'm off. She wasn't raped. She wasn't abused. She was in Gaza and safely drinking a bottle of water. She was taken as a bargaining chip to free thousands of Palestinians whom Israel detains without charges.
That's true.
Girl was taken
Israel detains thousands upon thousands of Palestinians, whether they're children, women, men. Let's not forget about the Arab men. I know we never talk about them, but that's what Israel does, bro.
These sweet love Hamas, and they gave her a bottle of water, you guys. That's great. That's so kind. Her boyfriend is still in captivity, by the way, and she witnessed people dying in captivity. And obviously, she was kidnapped from the Nova massacre. So let's chill out a little bit on how well.
Yes, the Nova massacre, a fun, friendly hippie rave right next to a concentration camp. All these nice little Israeli hippies who love peace, love dancing to techno music right next to a concentration camp with 2 million people that aren't allowed to leave. The Nova Festival. Bahad, member and patron, sends $10 and says, everyone working there just gave up critical thinking. Ethan is not only bright, and he has always been like this, but everyone else, someone in there should finally shout that the emperor is naked. Bahad, if AB and Lena didn't do it, ain't nobody gonna ever do it. And if Dan isn't doing it, Ela is his wife. Ela is worse than Ethan in many ways in terms of her Zionist propaganda in her head. Olivia is too scared. She's too chicken shit to say anything. She's like the youngest person on the crew. It's not her responsibility to speak out. AB and Lena just love the money too much. Hey, Lena! Chop, chop, where's my sodi? So yeah.
He's doing.
And that's her husband, by the way.
Yeah, Dan is just as bad at this point. Like, they're all, it's just going down the drain. They just lost another like 10,000 subscribers. They're at 2.7 now. Next step is 2.69, all the way down to fucking 2.
Being taken at gunpoint, probably murdered.
Still in
captivity. And by the way, Hamas says they're going to start murdering civilians one at a time on TV.
And yeah, someone is saying Love would get deported. Kate is saying Love would get deported. Zach agrees with what Ethan and Ela say most of the time, so he doesn't give a fuck. Ian's gone, but Ian kept his mouth shut most of the time. So
So I'm sure they're gonna take really good care of her. Like Hamas is some kind of humanitarians that follow like rules of engagement. It's just crazy. I don't know. To me, am I wrong? I mean, that's fucked up. It's like, why are you liking that?
You know what?
All
Hold
it's
on,
doing is just whitewashing Hamas.
Let me, God damn it.
She's fine.
Let me speed this up so I don't spend forever watching this. I just want to see the whole context of it.
It's crazy.
Guys, I think I'm going to treat myself to some Five Guys tonight. I've decided. I haven't had Five Guys since I've been here. I'm fucking hungry. I might need to go another hour for this. I'm going to slap some fucking Five Guys tonight with some fucking fries and what's the seasoning they put on the fries? Tell me in the chat what's the name of that seasoning they put on there? The bay seasoning? Oh my god.
Yeah, they dragged her away. Her boyfriend's missing. He was dragged away right in front of her. She paraded around dead. No, I don't think that was her. But there was another girl whose body was just basically people were celebrating and dancing around her corpse and just dragging it. Mm-hmm. I'm not celebrating that. I'm not celebrating anything like that.
Cajun fries. 8 FT Jan, fucking Cajun fries. Fuck yeah, bro. I'm gonna get some fucking Cajun fries. Yusuf El Stalin, $5, says, as a queer person, I hate how Zayos use homophobia as a gotcha moment when Israel blackmailed gay Israelis to do undercover work or face violence. Damn, that's fucked up. Yeah, I mean, Israel always uses pinkwashing as well to pinkwash their crimes. They show you, like, gay IDF soldiers like spray painting "Love is Love" on the side of a building in Gaza after they like butchered the family that was inside and like killed a bunch of kids. Like, you stop using gay people to your advantage, either to make Muslims look bad or to make Israelis look good. They're not pawns in your fucking game, or in your they're not pawns in your fucking genocide. So yeah, insane. Sorry, I got the mic too close to my mouth.
Oh yeah, this was another weird story. 23andMe got hacked and people specifically obtained Ashkenazi Jew data. Did you see that story?
We talked about it on Friday. I think you were maybe.
Okay, yeah, that's what I don't remember.
They're gonna come right to my doorstep, dude.
It was like right after poor Zach submitted his 23andMe data. It was like right after.
They know. They know.
Okay, good point from Lisa. Sorry, I'm going to read Lisa's comment. Lisa W says, can we please stop infantilizing Olivia? She's not a weak, innocent victim. She has gleefully participated and inserted herself in many of the terrible things on H3. It's also misogynistic. Well, Lisa, I never want to be accused of misogyny. So, Olivia, we hate you. I'm kidding. But Olivia, no, Olivia deserves to be, I mean, to me, she's just the youngest one. She's like one of the newest members on the crew. So, and her thing is just to talk about, do like fun drama slideshows. So I think she's really in way over her head. So I will give her that. But they're all adults. They can all make their choices. They've all made their choices. So Olivia is complicit. Dan is complicit. Zan is complicit. Love is complicit. I've already tweeted at Olivia. She like tweeted out like her new YouTube channel. I was straight up like, I will never support you. And a lot of people will never support you. We're never going to forget. So, hey, fuck all of them, bro. Fuck, I'm done with all these fuckers, bro. And especially AB and Lena. Cowards from my country. Uncle Tom's. Yeah.
I mean, isn't that weird? I mean, how are you supposed to feel about that as an Ashkenazi Jew? Oh yeah, somebody hacked this DNA database and only took information about Ashkenazi Jews.
Dude, the shit I've heard the last months is just nothing surprises me anymore.
Yeah, well, actually, you're hallucinating it. You're a crazy, paranoid Jew.
I am,
just in your head.
It's just in my head.
According to Ian, he says, I'm sure anti-Semitism is a thing in your head.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
Yeah, in Israel,
yeah,
said they're leveling Gaza. Yeah, and so when the fuck did I, and I've been saying that that's psychotic too.
Great input from Zach. Yeah, but all this anti-Semitism shit is real, Ethan. You're right.
So then, because the government of Israel is psychotic, barbaric freaks, okay, then you're going to be like...
Careful, Ethan, you're getting a little too close to calling out the IDF and Israeli government's wanton violence in Gaza. Careful there.
Hamas. You can say, then it's cool. What Hamas is doing. What's the point of saying that? Saying, yeah, Israel does bad stuff too. Right. So what is the point of saying that? You're trying to justify Hamas killing people. Sorry, I don't support either one of them. You know?
I'm speeding up more.
That's it, man.
Yeah, but you have to support Israel less because Israel started the cycle of violence. If Israel didn't exist, Hamas wouldn't exist. Hamas is a natural response to oppression. All resistances.
That's gross. I think people are way too comfortable just being pro-terrorist right now. Makes me want to puke.
And I'm glad to report that...
Have we gotten to the part where...
No, not yet. We're getting there. It's not, I'm not fast. And I'm glad to report that after 2 years, everything's gotten so much better.
Yeah. Yeah, for
It's
sure.
going to get worse before it gets better. A lot worse. It's going to get a lot fucking worse, man. Sad. Dude, are you guys even listening to what I'm saying? I do not support Hamas, but it's wild to act like Israel hasn't acted similarly for decades. Bro, are you listening to what I'm saying?
This was when I was constantly getting tricked.
Bro, his tics have gotten so much worse. Watch Ethan here and then watch Ethan here. His tics have gotten a lot fucking worse. And I'm not trying to make fun of his Tourette's, but he's making his life so fucking stressful, bro. He is making his Tourette's 10 times worse by not stopping this fucking crash out that he's doing, bro.
By Hassan fans. Thank God that's over.
Like, are people even listening to the words?
Is that over?
No, I mean like they were like
That's over?
They were infiltrated our community, and I was so I was like at battle with my own.
They were our community. I mean, they're
gone.
When did you say this was? This was like
October. This is like 2 days after
October 8th or
October
something?
7.
Yeah.
October 9.
Yeah, I mean,
They were, and they're gone now. Thank God. Thank God.
Huh, doesn't seem like it. I'm just saying, don't cheer for terrorists who parade around desecrated corpses and kill children and burn families alive. I don't think that that's a crazy take.
It's not. This guy's spitting.
If you think it is, then let's go invite the Iraqi terrorists who are exacting revenge, well-deserved revenge, to come to your city block and kill every fucking one you love and burn them alive. Cool, man.
I think even now that's a poignant comparison. People are like, oh yeah, Hamas is actually morally correct. So I'm not going to criticize them at all for slaughtering 1,000 civilians. Then America has done untold fucking destruction in Iraq. Estimated 1 million people died in that war, Iraqis. So like, if they come to your neighborhood and start killing you guys as revenge for that, you're saying that would be totally fine by the same logic. It's not rocket science.
But I mean, it's fucked up to say, but like, if you went and killed someone, don't they have some kind of right to, retaliate or respond or get some kind of justice? I'm not saying it has to be violent, but legal justice, any form of justice. What America did to Iraq is horrible. The Iraqi people deserve some kind of justice from Americans. And if an Iraqi were to do something like horribly violent or whatever, like, I would condone it, but wouldn't you understand where it came from? You at least have to be able to see it within context. Like, this person isn't just doing something violent for the sake of being violent. The attacks on October 7th weren't violence for the sake of violence. It wasn't just they just woke up one day like, hey, let's just go kill a bunch of people. It's like, it's a result of years of oppression, bro. And oppression makes people do horrible, fucking violent, desperate shit. Disgusting shit. But it is all caused by oppression. Israeli oppression.
We deserve it, right? I mean, Americans, do we all deserve to be burned alive because of what our government has done? How much has the American government done? How bad? Do we all deserve to die?
Get to the point.
How many of you are fucking keyboard warriors sitting at home in America, okay, in the safety of your home?
And your government is a reflection of you. Your government is a reflection of the people. Who's electing these people? These are your representatives. And in America, you have a fucking democracy, bro. Like, Lebanon, we have a shitty fucking political system where it's not a real fucking democracy. And Lebanon is a pawn, bro, for the international community. We are controlled by Israel, by the US, by Iran. There are so many fucking international bigger players that are controlling us. We don't even have a fucking say in what we fucking do, bro. But like the US, you have all sorts of elections, little local elections, and you vote for a senator, and then you vote for a governor, and then the governor votes for this and then that. Like, your representation, your leaders are in your hands, and you have made all these fucking horrible choices. And now that, you're eating shit with Trump, I was like arguing with my sister yesterday. I'm like, America kind of deserves what's happening now. Like, they voted for this. This is what they wanted. So why does the rest of the world have to suffer at the hands of what America does, but Americans shouldn't? Like, if they're making stupid political decisions, they're electing fucking criminals to office, and then they're upset that they're going to suffer the consequences. We've been suffering at the hands of America for decades, our whole lives. The rest of the world fucking knows what it's like. And now Americans are going to get a small taste of that here at home. And when their shelves are empty in 2 weeks, and they're going to fucking panic and fight over fucking Christmas gifts and toilet paper like they were during COVID.
You deserve to die? Is that what you're saying?
Spit.
Because I don't think you believe that. I don't think you'd be cool. Who's cheering for them? A lot of fucking people. A lot. I don't need to talk about Israel horrible things. I've done that. I talk about the horrible things Israel's done. I've done that. I do that. Thank you. That's all I have to say.
Wait,
so if you think Hamas is just remember.
Here.
Okay.
Finally come to the moment. This is the moment. Her first and great example of my blatant Islamophobia.
Okay.
Thank you. That's all I have to say. So if you think Hamas is dope, just remember that you, even more than Israelis perhaps, deserve to be burned alive by terrorists and your whole family murdered in front of you. So there you go.
Oh wait, that's not
In fact,
Nugzolto sends $5 and says, Olivia is a Nepo baby. She was a fan of H3. Her parents are rich. She doesn't need to work. Well, if someone doesn't even need the money, but they're willing to put themselves in this situation and in this work environment and be associated with Zionism, then, hey, they deserve it. I don't give a fuck about Olivia, to be honest with you guys. She was nice. She was a cool member of the crew. I used to love the whole crew and everyone as individuals and together. But at this point, they're all fucking كلهم أخرى من بعض مثل ما بيقولوا. They're all worse than the other one. Like, they're all just as bad as the other. You know what I mean? I'm only disappointed. My real disappointment comes in Dan, AB, and Lena. Dan, because I thought he was smarter than this. AB and Lena, because they're Lebanese. But clearly, all of these people have chosen the money to sit there fucking silently. And AB and Lena, in particularly, they have like some kind of humiliation kink that they seem to enjoy. They love being humiliated on camera. So, hey, if that's what you guys want, you're embarrassing fucking Arabs by doing what you're doing.
Why don't you just make it easier? Why don't you just fly to
Yeah.
fly to ISIS and do them a favor and just let them, just serve yourself on a platter for them because you deserve it.
Bro, Lena, I'm sorry, someone says she's a clout goblin. She makes like the most shallow like Instagram content. Like, I bought this off of Amazon. Let's see how it works. Great. No wonder she doesn't want to leave H3 because their fucking careers will fucking crumble in a second, bro. What are they going to do without H3? Lena's going to fucking do brand deals all the time? Good luck with that. CS has just become a member. Welcome to the Do Not Warrior family. We love you. Thank you for the support.
I wasn't even talking about anyone specifically. I was just talking about people who are supporting terrorism and saying like, if you terrorists are so great, why don't you go hang out with ISIS?
Based?
I don't think that's Islamophobic at all. What I said. I think it's It's fucking ridiculous. Give me a break. She can't even explain why this is Islamophobic. She didn't even try.
These savage fucking freaks, man. Oh, here's another Israeli one. Ethan, I know how to present this position.
So yeah, that's okay. Killed it with that one.
There's a lot of examples, Ethan. We're losing track of what you're saying,
A lot of the
bro.
weird fucking terrorism and crimes and shit. I mean, there's definitely some strong thread of violence through the Muslim community, or Arab Muslims to be more specific.
Hey, you'll notice that clip is like 10 years old. So she's been
So it doesn't count anymore?
a long-term fan preceding that clip. I will say that that's not a position that I would never say that now. That was like the Sam Harris like Islam religion of violence shit, but like obviously I've educated myself a lot more.
Hey!
I don't think Islam is more violent than any other religion.
Educated himself. The guy who can't even call a Muslim person Muslim without saying Islamist at first. Like, كتير education. مال education يا Ethan Klein. اسم الله عليك. برافو حبيب قلبي أنت. شو هال-education. Yoav Galan is a really good guy kind of education. Am I right?
I think that there was at least, I think even more in the previous decades, a lot of Muslim extremist groups.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago. You were 30 years old when you said that shit, but it's not like you were fucking 12 and you've matured. You're a fucking fully grown, developed adult.
Terrorism, but that was more that was directly a response to like Western interventionism in the Middle East. So it's not even fair to say like, oh, Muslims are inherently more violent because there's a bunch of terrorist organizations. So I completely disavow that statement, and I apologize too for saying something that offensive.
At least she did come up.
Fair enough. He apologized, and you know what? I'll accept that one apology, which I know is insincere. I don't even know why I'm accepting it. I'm gonna go back to the video. Fuck that shit. I don't forgive you for shit, Ethan. Apologize to fucking Frogan for what you're doing, bro.
With one.
That was one valid. That was the only one.
Okay.
Which again, it was 10 years old. You can see how fucking old this clip is. She was my biggest fan.
Ethan, your hair is like fucking fully gray in this fucking clip. You're a fucking 30-year-old man, okay? Married and shit. You're good.
My biggest fan.
I'm sure she wasn't a fan of that statement, but
no,
but I get your meaning. That was that was like probably 2017.
I don't think she was a fan of this statement. I agree. I just think that all of a sudden it's like, yo, this guy needs to be fucking. This dude is the worst person alive.
Thank you, by the way, 50 gifted subs from Trundlebum.
That's a new one, Trundlebum.
Trundlebum.
Let's get it. Thank you so much for the gifted, Trundlebum. Bum.
I know how to get
That's so nice.
I appreciate you apologizing. That being said, watch your back later.
I always do. Yeah, no, I mean that was a dumb, careless statement. Yeah, it's a bad take. Yeah, it's a bad take. It's an ignorant take,
Islamophobic take.
Harris's thing at one point. I've never really followed that guy.
No, it's still his thing.
That's still his thing.
It's like Islam is the religion of violence and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's still his.
The translation of the word Islam in Arabic is peace.
That's ironic. That's ironic.
Checkmate.
Anywho, Chrissy sends in $10 and says, I couldn't watch any H3 content without listening to DNW. Ethan is hella annoying. Enjoy Five Guys, by the way. Well, thank you, Chrissy. Oh, that's so sweet of you. There's even like a burger and fry and shake emoji. I'm definitely gonna get a double cheeseburger. I'm gonna make sure that we finish the stream in an hour max so that I can go get dinner because Five Guys closes at 10. Why does it close at 10? That's too early. But I'm fucking starving and I've been dreaming of Five Guys. So Chrissy, I'm gonna make that happen. Thank you. We love you. And yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to watch this without you guys either. Like as soon as I saw this was happening, I'm like, gonna have to go live because I'm not doing this alone, bro. I need my community. All 711 of you, by the way. We have over 700 people watching live right now. That's fucking insane. For someone who's just started live streaming, that's pretty impressive, I would say.
Yeah. The Muslim community, or Arab Muslims to be more specific.
The next thing I want to bring up are the double standards both Ethan and Hila have for themselves. Let's get started with this clip.
She's so sassy.
It's very formal. I think
her delivery
like a Toastmaster.
Sorry for the pausing, folks. Another $10 donation from you, Sefulon 2. He says, didn't Ethan apologize to Frogan once for going so hard on her? Love the podcast, by the way. Much love. I think he did. And just a couple of weeks ago when they were reacting to the content nuke, they were like, well, Frogan does seem like the most apologetic and, they just called her dumb, but he did kind of feel like maybe they've gone too hard on her. I don't know, man. even if Ethan does apologize, he forgets. He's like a goldfish. He'll forget 10 seconds later, and then if it means more views, more drama farming, putting Frogan on the thumbnail, getting 40K live viewers, getting over 500,000 views, he's gonna ignore whatever apology he made and just restart the drama. You know what I mean?
Class recently or something?
Oh, it's just you feel the sass. She's like, hit me.
Really? I didn't.
Okay, apparently I missed something racist.
Ironic. That's ironic.
Checkmate. Anywho, the Muslim community or Arab Muslims.
Did I go back enough? Or?
The next thing I want to bring up are the double standards both Ethan and Hila have for themselves. Let's get started with this clip.
It was 10 years old. You can see how fucking old this clip is. She was my biggest fan.
Everyone, members go up, folks. Members go up. Our beloved members go up. Just gifted 20 Do Not Worry memberships. What a legend. 20 new members. This is going to be a wild fucking members live, folks, this week. It's going to be fucking insane. W's in the chat for members go up. Our new Saudi benefactor. Sorry, Ethan. We stole him. He's here. He's mine now. We love you so much, members go up. Thank you so much. Let's listen to the H3 crew say some racist shit, shall we?
She was my biggest fan.
I'm sure she wasn't a fan of that statement, but
no,
but I get your meaning. That was that was like probably 2017.
I don't think she was a fan of this statement. I agree. I just think that, you know, all of a sudden it's like, yo, this guy needs to be fucking. This dude is the worst person alive.
Thank you, by the way, 50 gifted subs from Trundlebum.
That's a new one, Trundlebum.
Trundlebum.
Let's get it. Thank you so much for the gifted, Trundlebum Bum.
I go hard at that.
That's so nice.
I appreciate you apologizing. That being said, watch your back later.
Oh, it's what the ironic from Dan was about. Yeah, he said ironic because AB said that Islam means peace in Arabic. And Dan was like, well, that's ironic, isn't it? Yeah, that is pretty fucking racist.
I always do. Yeah, no, I mean, that was a dumb, careless statement.
Take.
Yeah, it's a
bad
take.
take.
Yeah, it's a bad take. It's an ignorant take, you know?
Was that like Sam Harris's thing at one point? I've never really followed.
Someone said go to Belfast earlier. I would love to go to come to Belfast. Would absolutely love it. Sorry. There's a lot of places in Europe that I want to visit. I want to go to Scotland. I want to go to Ireland, but Ireland is definitely. I have some Irish family actually. My cousin married an Irishman, had some kids, and yeah, she's living with her kids over in Ireland. So I should fucking go sometime. I just don't have a lot of time for vacation.
Okay. No, it's still his thing.
That's still his thing.
It's like Islam is the religion of violence and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's still his.
The translation of the word Islam in Arabic is peace.
Ironic. That's ironic.
Checkmate.
I don't know if he's saying ironic as in like that's in a racist way, or if he's saying like it's ironic that people associate Islam with violence when it actually means peace. I'm gonna try to give Dan the benefit of the doubt, but I mean at this point, you know, fuck all of them. Am I right?
Anywho. That.
Hell yeah, Shy Son. I got some Irish cousins.
To be more specific.
The next thing I want to bring up are the double standards both Ethan and Hila have for themselves.
They're called Shannon, they're called Amy, and Joseph. Shannon, Amy, and Joseph, you're not watching this, but you know. Your old Lebanese cousin loves you and misses you.
Let's get started with this clip.
She's so sassy.
It's very formal. I think
her delivery
like a Toastmasters class recently or something.
Oh. It's just, you feel the sass. She's like.
Everyone is saying don't give him benefit of the doubt, so no benefit of the doubt to Dan. Dan, fuck you for being a racist Islamophobic. Fuck.
Hit me.
Really? I didn't.
Really?
That wasn't what I was feeling.
I feel the sassy thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't feel that? It's coming. It's radiating.
I feel it.
The next thing I want to bring up are the double standards both
I wasn't
Ethan and
watching,
Hila
so I
have
didn't see the
for
body
themselves.
language. That does change it.
Watch the sass.
Let's get started with this clip.
We misspoke. It didn't sound good. We immediately corrected ourselves. You know, that's how mature people do. That's how you're supposed to handle yourself. Once again, talking about the gallant thing. Like, what more do you want me to do?
I have no problem apologizing and admitting and whatever is needed when things happen.
This was in response to people bringing up how Hila said Yoav Gallant was a great guy, even though he's literally a war criminal and pro-genocide. I'm a live streamer as well. I know being live for hours and hours on end, you can misspeak, and that is exactly what happened whenever I said the thing about the U.S. military. I said it in a way in which I didn't mean, and I also clarified it on Twitter by saying the U.S.
This is fucking insane. She says that her statement that all veterans deserve PTSD was a misspeak.
She misspoke?
Yeah, and then she's acting like the next day she didn't double down with a now infamous, notorious clip of her going, based? I still agree with that, based?
That's the origin of the based sound.
That was the next day, her reaction.
Herself based for...
Pull it up. Yeah, she's watching herself. So she, again, like, why are you...
That makes it seem like you didn't misspeak, if I'm being honest.
I think she tripled down even. I think even the third time.
There was a third?
I'm pretty sure.
There was a third down?
I think she only made this...
Ethan, my guy. How do I say this, bro? I've said this before. When people volunteer to join the military, and then they go to countries they have no business being in, and they kill a bunch of people in those countries, and they destroy property, and they help other people steal land, and they help people colonize land, and they murder families, and they murder kids, and they murder dads in front of their sons, and they murder moms in front of their daughters, and then they imprison families, and then they raid innocent family homes in Ramallah. What do you think the locals think of that military? You know, like as a Lebanese person, if an army, if a military comes from abroad and attacks my people in my country, my sympathy is going to go for my people, the victims. It's not going to go for the military that volunteered to be there. You know what I'm saying? Especially like the U.S. military, it's volunteer service. Like you choose to go there. It's not mandatory conscription. Like it is in Israel. Like American soldiers choose to be American soldiers and go to random fucking countries and bomb people just because they want like free healthcare or some shit. Or they want, the government doesn't provide free education, so they want to get a college education, so they go join the military. Why should victims of American imperialism feel bad for your military, bro? I'm sorry, that's fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, you know, if the price of going to another country and killing a bunch of random people is getting a little bit of PTSD, you should probably get that fucking PTSD, my guy. Okay.
Really, even an apology, frankly.
This is the apology?
Well, hold on. Let me show what she actually said the next day.
I have no pity at all for
So here she is watching her clip.
any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. The U.S. Dog Frogan. That's not a slur. Military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. Oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro no loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back to fucking America. Okay, what part did you cut out? What part did you cut out? He cut out the most important context of the clip. Okay?
What? Which part is that?
He cut out the most important context of the clip. Where I said, not the ones that regret their service.
That doesn't make it better. That's still awful. That's so stupid. What do you mean? That doesn't help you.
Someone is asking if I miss Mano Burger. I do not. Mansour, Muhammad, I do not miss Mano Burger at all. I haven't had Mano Burger in a long time. I want Five Guys, bro. I have missed the flavor of Five Guys. Their Cajun fries. No.
Oh, it doesn't help you at all.
Okay.
This clip obviously made the rounds on social media and rightfully outraged a lot of people. Here's how she...
Of course it does, Ethan. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? He doesn't want the context, bro. And even Ethan is on camera criticizing military, like the American military, because like they're not going... If the American military was protecting their own borders, if like Mexico is trying to invade America and then a bunch of soldiers got hurt or got PTSD for defending their own country, actually defending their freedom, of course I would feel bad for them. Of course I would feel sympathy for that military. But when you're going out to other countries you have no business being in, killing a bunch of people, bro. Fuck sympathy, bro. I don't give a fuck about your military, bro. That's your fucking problem. That's their fucking problem. They chose to be there. They chose to put themselves in a situation where they were going to kill innocent people. I'm going to feel bad for the victims. I'm going to feel bad for the families who lost someone, you know, to terrorists who are soldiers, man. Okay?
Responded the next day.
Oh, yeah, PTSD.
Oh, so this is her...
Yeah, that's this first reaction, and there's the third reaction.
There's layers, yeah. So I show in my content nuke her reaction the next day.
Got it.
This is her reaction to the reaction.
And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back to fucking America.
She's smiling. Even now, she's smiling and laughing about it.
They posted it in my head. I'm like, base?
Yeah.
Again, Ethan is trying to play this whole like pro-military, like I'm like, what audience are you trying to appeal to, this pro-military stance, bro? I mean, okay, she shouldn't have worded it the way she did. She should have probably said it in maybe she should have said it the way I just said it now. You know what I mean? But like, are you gonna follow her around with this clip for the rest of your life so that your angry H3 fans and like pro-military people can like fucking hate on her for the rest of her life, bro? Like, what do you want, Ethan? شو بدك يا خيي?
Yep. By the way, if you want to be serious, if you actually want to make this comparison, I mean, the Golan thing we took seriously. And
Frogan's family, bro, lives in like southern Lebanon, bro. Okay? She has family where Israel is bombing, bro. Okay? So she has every right to criticize the Israeli military, the American military who provides Israel with money and weapons, with strategy, with assistance, all sorts of shit, bro. Okay? We can all talk shit about the military. And don't forget First Amendment rights, bro. The military is out there fighting for your freedom, so you have the right to say whatever the fuck you want, okay? So when someone actually uses their First Amendment right, respect it. You don't have to like what they say, but you can shut the fuck up about it. Bahad, with another $5, says, I want to give Frogan the biggest hug. She is so strong for dealing with so many bad faith takes and assholes. She's amazing. Hopefully she knows. She knows, man, and she does get a lot of love online, but I mean, sometimes she feels like it's getting drowned out by the negativity. And Ethan Klein dedicating a whole episode, putting her on the thumbnail, putting her in the name of the episode, going after a tiny creator like Frogan. What do you think that's going to do to her right now? What do you think that's going to do to her mentions on fucking Twitter and online, bro? And if she drops another video, it's going to get brigaded by some fucking H3 assholes who want to dislike it so that Ethan can pull up the like to dislike ratio on his fucking shitty fucking podcast. That's what we're doing here now.
Something that I joke about at all. It's something that I clarified my position on, that I don't take lightly, and that I certainly am not making jokes about and laughing about, like, oh, they think Galant's a really nice guy, actually. I don't know, whatever the fucking way to trivialize people being mad about that. Just a child.
Bro, it's not funny. I'm not laughing at that because the thing is, I never lived this down. Like, I'll literally have like Scootish fucking go, oh, based.
She loves that became a thing because it's the only taste of relevance she'll probably ever have. Yeah, imagine Hila said, based, after reviewing. Be like, hey, you know, people are upset about what we said about Galant. And Hila's like, I still agree with that. Based?
Right. Oh, God. This is...
based?
She continually, the thing is, like, she's so obviously lying that I just don't know why she does this, because it's just digging the hole deeper. And she's enabled by people like Hassan, who just yesterday was like, oh, it's so obvious. The only reason people talk about Frogan is because she's a hijabi. It's like, that doesn't help her. She needs someone to be honest with her. She's a fucking mean-spirited person that's constantly saying really disgusting things.
A mean-spirited person that is constantly saying disgusting things. Who does that sound like to you guys? Does that sound like the host of the H3 podcast? Yeet the Rich, who's been a member for a month, says, I fully endorse everything and anything Frogan has ever said or will say. Our queen has never made a mistake. I mean, look, man, again, the America is very sensitive about their military, okay? Americans have those fucking stickers on their bumper cars. We support the military. Anytime you see soldiers, like, thank you for your service. You walk into a restaurant, you got a 5% discount for veterans. You want to go watch a movie on a Tuesday, veterans pay less. All that sorts of shit. Hey, great. But the problem is your veterans are out there fighting wars they don't belong in. They're in countries they don't need to be in. They're not protecting the American border, bro, from anything. They're not protecting they're not getting Americans extra freedoms. Going to Iraq, how did that defend your fucking freedom? Going to Afghanistan, how did that defend your freedom? Destabilizing, destroying Yemen, how is that protecting your freedom, bro? It's not protecting shit. It's protecting their interests and their position in the world. And that's why as a global superpower, America is failing and it's losing because no one wants to fuck with America anymore. And that's why China's taken over, baby, because China's never had to fucking bomb another country to be number one. So, yeah, sorry, I don't feel bad for the military, bro. I'm sorry. Fucking sue us.
The problem is, truly, though, is that she was trying to be like Hassan. She's just not as good at it.
Yeah. Shaisan, he says, Americans will do everything to support the veterans except give them health care and social security. Exactly. If you really fucking support your military, make sure when they come and apply to the VA and to try to get Medicare and healthcare from the VA, how about they get it? Huh? You still have people from 9/11, bro. First responders from 9/11. It took them like fucking 20 years to get some fucking benefits. This country, like, all you're good is fucking bumper stickers. Your patriotism and your support for the military goes as far as a fucking bumper sticker and a fucking t-shirt. I support the military. Give them fucking healthcare, bro. How about that?
So,
fucking Antichrist.
No, she's not the Antichrist.
I'm not the Antichrist. Stop it. Stop it.
She's just young and stupid. It's fine.
Definitely, like I said, I think the level of hate she gets, definitely her hijab contributes to it. But, you know, as a Muslim...
Bro, shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear you talk anymore, AB. No one gives a fuck about your shitty opinion, bro. وحياة الله لقايرنا, bro. لقايرنا. خلاص روح انضب انت ومرتك, bro.
To like some of the things she said, like the PTSD thing, I was worried for her in the moment because I knew what was going to come out of that. Like, and
it's so obvious that would get you a ton of...
Worried for Frogan? You're worried for her, and you're working on the H3 podcast where she's on the thumbnail right now and about to get a whole bunch of harassment because of you and your boss, you enabling little bitch.
Also, she's
no matter who you are that says that.
Right.
Right.
But she's obviously like striking at the heart of like this deep traumatic time in America when like, and she does this when she makes the 9/11 jokes too. When like there was
deep traumatic time in America, bro. Look, you know how much trauma America has caused around the world, bro? You've traumatized the world. You've traumatized everyone, bro. What the fucking trauma are you talking about, bro? She said that a few months ago. What was America going through?
There's two sides to it, but you got to be able to. I mean, if you're gonna say stuff like that, you're gonna get that kind of crazy fucking backlash. And again, I'm not justifying it's not right, it's not fair.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want it to happen. I spoke against it.
I lost my train of thought. She's attacking the army, right? And talking about soldiers getting PTSD, which is like it's just gonna rile up the worst type of people.
You've given them their excuse that they want to
just exactly what they want to see a Muslim person saying.
I mean, it's the same shit they do to you too. It's like if they'll find something you said and like, oh, this is a perfect excuse for me to be, openly anti-Semitic.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Openly anti-Semitic. Also, criticizing Ethan Klein is anti-Semitic. Yeah, AB. So now AB's putting shit in Ethan's mind. He's fully bought into the whole, yeah, this is criticizing Ethan as anti-Semitic.
People are like, yes. All the like actual Islamophobic, like army simps, whatever, are just like, yes, baby, this is premium.
Feasting on those clips.
Exactly.
The thing is it's just like, even knowing all that, like, I guess you should just, if you're gonna say inflammatory stuff.
I texted my sister asking if she can take me to Five Guys, and she gave me an enthusiastic yes. And she was thinking the same thing. She actually said she was thinking of picking up some Five Guys for me and bringing it here, but I said no. I'm gonna go get some Five Guys with you. So W's in the chat for my sister Stephanie. Let's fucking go. We're getting Five Guys tonight, baby.
Like, I'm not gonna say that you can't be an inflammatory person, but then don't get shocked when there's backlash. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, that's the crybolly thing.
Right, I guess it is. That's what it boils down to.
That's what upsets people the most about her.
Like, there's lots of people on the internet that say edgy shit, way edgier shit than anything Frogan said, and they get shit for it, and they just like they're comfortable with that, you know,
or at least real about it.
Real
it's
about
kind
it.
of crazy to first all to just assume this premise that you're being bullied. Come on.
Yeah, and then just saying that it was a misspeak when there was not just a double but a triple down. It's just like, you can't.
What Hila said.
It's not a misspeak. The way she said it was a little bit wrong, but the meaning behind it makes a lot of sense. Why the fuck should anyone feel bad for someone with PTSD when they went and fought in a war that they were not supposed to fucking be in? Okay, now I do feel bad for some of the military members that sign up to the military and maybe we're not expecting to go to war, but like, if you're signing up for the fucking military, bro, like, how are you shocked that you're being shipped out to war? What did you think was gonna happen? Like, ultimately, like, you know what I mean? And yeah, okay, they don't have money to get an education, so they join the military. It's not my fucking problem. Go elect someone who's gonna guarantee you an education or guarantee you healthcare so that you don't have to go to kill people to get that shit. How about that? Nola Magnolia sends another 50 EGP and says, the shame to be concerned with her comment as being anti-veteran. Walk through DC and count how many veterans you see. Exactly, bro. America has abandoned their veterans. They do not provide them healthcare. They do not provide mental care. They do not provide anything. Half of those veterans are homeless right now. And they're in DC, bro, in the cold, sleeping on fucking park benches.
And you can't pull that card. You can't pull that card after the triple down. Like, it's too late.
And by the way, what we said
double down was bad.
Was boneheaded. It wasn't good, right? And it didn't convey what we actually were trying to convey. The next day, we apologized for it, and we clarified. That is not what you did by any stretch of the imagination. And you just coming out here and lying about it is not helping you. Because it's so obvious. I'm going to hit her with the Asmongold. Somebody's got to be honest with you, bro. I do it because I care about you.
Ethan quoting his favorite creator, Asmongold.
I guess I should pull that soundbite of him.
That take was so good. I love that shit.
Yeah, Samir Azam says this is why Bad Empanada was calling AB a house slave. I'm not gonna go as far as calling him a house slave, but I'm gonna call him an Uncle Tom and kind of a lapdog, bro. I don't give a fuck about AB anymore. Like, AB, I want you to see this shit, bro. Ay Rafik, bro. عن جد يعني شو هالكس, bro. What an embarrassment. I hope you like that money. I hope you like the fucking paycheck, bro. But you have no fucking dignity, bro. And everyone fucking sees it. Walking around Los Angeles happy with your fucking Gucci bags and shit. What's the cost of that fucking Gucci bag, bro? Your fucking dignity, bro. You got none of it left. You got none of it left. Mike from PA's got fucking 500 times the amount of dignity you motherfucking got, bro. And he's got good taste in Korean barbecue. And his hair smelled fucking fantastic. If you see that picture again, his hair was like long and flowing. But anytime he moved, I could get a whiff of his fucking shampoo. Clean ass fucking hair. Love fucking Mike from PA.
Base?
She loves it.
Okay, so
she loves it.
It's not funny.
So Uncle Tom was a house slave. Cool. So I said the same thing. Whatever.
Am I supposed to be like I'm not walking back on it. I still fucking agree with it. Base?
The smug defiance Frogan is showing only because she knows that's
She literally said she's not walking it back. Like, again, you could say, I realized how wrong that was, and you know, after I realized how many people I've said and how that came across. Like, there is a way that you can walk that back even after the double triple down, but that way isn't saying I misspoke. You didn't misspeak.
Yeah.
You explicitly said that you
didn't. That's the cowardly way of not being like, yes. I have an opinion that I formulated that comes from a bad place that I need to like address that.
Mm-hmm.
It's no, I meant to say green, but I accidentally said red.
The opinion doesn't come from a bad place. The opinion isn't wrong. The way she expressed her opinion was wrong, I would say, or like too inflammatory for like American audiences. Granted, but what she's saying is right, bro. I'm not gonna feel any sympathy for a soldier who willingly put himself in a war that he was not supposed to be in, bro. I'm gonna feel bad for the victims. I'm gonna feel bad for their PTSD. There's a generation of kids in Gaza right now, bro, growing up with PTSD from just the sound of drones. They don't know. They can't remember the last time they heard a sky without a drone buzzing above them, bro. Can you imagine the trauma and the PTSD that these kids in Gaza have? There's a whole generation of cripples now in Gaza. Kids without arms, without legs, bro. A whole generation of kids missing fucking libs. You want to talk about trauma and PTSD? You want me to feel bad for American soldiers, bro? That's who you want me to feel bad for, and that's who you want us to like apologize for? Again, maybe your fucking American audience, that's what they care about. I'm from Lebanon. I'm a different fucking audience member. I have a different opinion.
Who fucking who?
By the way, her
Could you do nothing to moderate me? Hello? Sir. Mr. Old Man, I understand you're fucking aging.
Me?
Like, can we please remember that I got banned for 30 days?
Yeah.
Because of
And you're okay. Whatever. I'm not gonna interface with this shit. Let's read this argument, or not argument. This is the apology she shows.
Right.
The U.S. military has conducted some of the most horrific crimes against humanity in the modern era in countries such as Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Lebanon, and Palestine. My anger is directed at individuals who are currently championing these war crimes as if they, quote, liberated my people. It's horrific and disgusting. The beginning of the clip was worded poorly, and I do apologize for that. I go on to clarify in the clip that I do not mean all military, but specifically those with no remorse. So she's going back to that like it's a good point. What I said.
Bro, it is a good point. Who gives a fuck about military members that have no fucking remorse for what they did, bro? I'm supposed to fucking respect them for what? For what, bro? So get out of this super jingoistic fucking American attitude.
Out of frustration, as they are currently bombing my family in the name of liberation. I realize that wishing people, I don't think it's in the name of liberation, but I realize that wishing people harm isn't the best way to talk about these issues, and I could have talked about these topics in a more sensitive way.
The last part's so decent.
Yeah.
Like, that was better than I expected.
That's a very good apology, and that explains exactly what she's trying to say, Ethan. That's a 10 out of 10 apology.
But I think it's absolutely mad because she's still doubling down on this. Actually, I just only hate the people that don't regret it, which is dumb for so many reasons. Like, these people are...
Hila. He's saying that because Hila doesn't regret it. That's what he's saying. He's defending soldiers that don't regret it because Hila is on camera being like, I'm proud of my service. I'm proud to go to raiding that house in Ramallah. So he's not going to say, you know what I mean? As long as his wife doesn't show remorse, then soldiers that don't show remorse are still cool by Ethan's book. The fucking, what's his name? Chris Kyle, the fucking American sniper who fucking sniped like 50 kids. He's great. Aided, bro. Nola Magnolia with another 50 Egyptian pounds says, also this week Trump said awesome to some vets who were missing their legs. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, but this is we're living in a crazy world, Nola. We are living in an absurd world. And yeah. And all these kids are coming back. Even do I want American soldiers to like lose their fucking limbs? Of course not. It's fucking horrific. No one should be fighting wars. The world should have moved on from fucking war a very long time ago. Let me just say that. But America's economy runs on making weapons and selling weapons to other countries. That's what they do. You know, you sell weapons to Israel. That's how you make half of your fucking revenue at this point.
These people are enlisted. And by the way, a lot of people, they get PTSD. They come home. Maybe you regret it. But it takes you time to get there. So it's like, go to hell, get PTSD, regret it. I don't know. Not everybody does something that's regrettable either. A lot of shit in the army is just like regular shit that like people who have not great prospects in life get out there to pay for college or something like that.
Also, she's framing it like she didn't triple down.
Yeah, exactly.
The issue, or the main issue.
Exactly.
This military has conducted some
Holy
of the
shit, 25 million views. And she's blaming me for the harassment she gets. There's 25 million views? Girl, I can't do that.
horrific crimes against humanity in the modern era in countries such as Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria.
Ethan, my guy, who perpetuated this fucking narrative and who kept talking about Frogan over and over again, bro. You contributed a big fucking part to that, 25 million views. Nola Magnolia gifted 5 Do Not Worry memberships. W's in the chat to Nola Magnolia. We love you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for the gifted.
Lebanon and Palestine.
I do want
that's
to say,
true. It's still high, but that's true.
I feel like they inflate the fuck. Like all social media does it to an extent, but no shot at 25 million people for reading this tweet.
That's true, but it's still a lot for Twitter, even depending on whatever the actual real number is.
Yeah.
My anger is directed at individuals who are currently championing these war crimes as if they liberated my people. It's horrific and disgusting. The beginning of the clip was worded poorly, and I do apologize for that. I go on to clarify in the clip that I did not mean all military, but specifically those with no remorse. What I said was out of frustration as they are currently bombing my family in the name of liberation. I realize that wishing people harm isn't the best way to talk about these issues and that I could have talked about these topics in a more sensitive way. And like I said initially, I'm not granted that charitability at all.
I want to explain it because people bring it up nonstop. I apologize for it right away.
I see what you're saying, but this is such a bad counterexample using the Gallant thing, just because it's such a obvious, like, in Hila's case, it genuinely was sort of a lost in translation situation.
Absolutely.
Like,
look, Dan, stop it, bro. Lost in translation. She called the architect of the Gaza genocide a really good my guy, what the fuck are we talking about here? Are we on the same? And again, I'm the guy who clipped that clip, folks. I'll take responsibility for clipping probably the most damning clip against H3 that showed how fucking dumb and uneducated they were on the subject. Them saying that Yoav Gallant is a really good guy because he wants to end the war. Again, he didn't want to end the war in Gaza because he felt bad for what he was doing. He wanted to end the war in Gaza because they already destroyed Gaza. There was nothing left to do in Gaza. There was no one left to kill in Gaza. He wanted to move his attention to Lebanon and kill Lebanese people. That's what he was doing. Mansour Muhammad sends €5 and says it doesn't matter if she's right or not. He is so much bigger and must stop the harassment campaign. And Five Guys, my favorite, was joking about Mano. I'm relieved, Mansour, that you were joking about Mano. But look, I love Mano. Mano Burger used to make a kick-ass Lebanese burger. And if you guys want a sujuk burger, Mano's the guy to go. But like, we're here in America. I'm here for just one more week. You know I got to get some Five Guys in that system. You know it. Muhammad, thank you so much for the support. We love you. Very generous.
I think that she explained it pretty well, and that she essentially was just upset that one of the only voices that was in government that was pushing for a ceasefire was gone. Which I think, you know,
for whatever reason,
we all want a ceasefire here, right?
That's what
we want a ceasefire for whatever reason, even if it's because he's done murdering these people and he wants to move on to murdering Lebanese people. It's fine. We want that ceasefire. Yoav Gallant is a good guy. He is a moderating voice. You guys are fucking psychos. You guys are fucking psychotic. Dan, fuck you. Fuck you for even saying that stupid ass fucking shit. Like, you're not even required to say that. You're getting paid at the end of the month. You didn't even need to go the extra mile to say this fucking thing. Is Ethan gonna give you a bonus for fucking defending the Yoav Gallant statement? Are there bonuses now in play? Man befam. Is your salary in danger, bro? Why are you saying this stupid shit unless you actually fucking believe it at this point? Bald ass dome. Apparently is emptier than I thought it was. Love to all the bald kings, folks. As if Ela is not extremely fluent in English. KMA sends $5 and says, as if Ela is not extremely fluent in English. Exactly. Exactly. She knew exactly what the fuck she was saying. She knew how she was wording it. You know what I mean? They probably have Yoav Gallant fucking posters in their house, bro. They fucking love Yoav Gallant.
So like, even though I totally get why, you know, especially out of context, it sounds really bad. I feel like the underlying point, the intention we can recognize was good. I'm not buying this parallel with the.
How's your settler family doing, Dan? Apparently, I saw in the chat that Dan's family has land in the West Bank. Fuck your family, Dan.
PTSD thing. What was the good intention there? Like what? Even if it.
She misspoke. She meant to say that.
The best case scenario is that she only is wishing psychological torment on certain people, not all people in the military.
Who don't yet regret it.
Yeah, I just don't think that.
Which is probably like
is comparable to somebody that the intended effect of their words is, I want people to stop dying and I want there to be a ceasefire, even if it was said in a sloppy way that was immediately corrected.
Well,
I just don't think that this is a good comparison at all.
I agree. Thank you. And I will say something that might shock you. She is very dumb.
You know what? No comment.
Perfectly.
Ethan, you're the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen in my fucking life, okay? And you're so fucking dumb that you keep dodging fucking debates with people who can actually make a cogent argument, bro. You want to debate Sneeko fans. Sneeko's fucking random ass friend. That's who you had on to discuss Palestine and Israel. Hamar, fucking donkey.
You meant those who unjustly harmed others.
No, she didn't.
My point is still, even in the best case scenario, you are wishing, like, the intent is still, you can say maybe they deserve it or whatever, but the intended outcome of her words is she's wishing harm on somebody. The intended outcome of Ela's words was she does not want people to come to harm.
I get your point.
By supporting and by calling the architect of the Gaza genocide a really good guy, which just goes to show you the media that they're consuming at home, the fact that they're so misinformed, the fact that everything they say is coming from such a biased Israeli media, mainstream fucking propaganda Hasbara lens. So no, Dan, what she's saying isn't a net positive compared to, well, she just wants to end the war. You need to know who the fuck Yoav Gallant is, Yahmar.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But also, AB, I know you.
I'm saying
you're being charitable, but that's not what she meant.
I'm saying that's what she's saying that she meant in her clarification. Whether she meant that or not, that's what I believe she's trying to say in her.
That's giving her a lot. That's giving her a lot. The whole novel's in between the lines, if that's the case. But okay, I appreciate you being, it's good to look on the bright side of things.
Don't you look at that? AB's trying to this is the shit. AB, are you happy, AB? You're trying to make a point, and your boss is gonna fucking make fun of you, bro, live on fucking camera. Other than that, he's fucking treating your opinion like garbage. Oh, you're trying to be charitable. Is that what you want to say? Oh well, whatever. Okay, thank you for chiming in, AB. Hey, Lena, get me that fucking Pepsi. Let's go. How's that dignity? How's the lack of dignity taste, AB? Huh? كسكوس مبسوط هيك انت ومرتك مبسوطين هيك يلا انبسطوا
based
Based? All right, let's pretend that she is apologetic.
Ethan made a video to address this on his Ethan Klein channel.
Get me a sody, Lena. I need my sody.
Made a quick appearance in that video just to say, I'm sorry, I misspoke. I shouldn't have called him a really good guy. Like, I don't know why I said it like that.
What more do you want from me? I did the same exact thing.
May I say something real quick? In regards to people in chat, I'm gonna be nice. It's better that I say things before they're said outside of the show. That way they can be addressed. So if I feel like I'm giving the accurate take at what I'm seeing, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not, but I'm giving what I believe is my perception of it, what's probably their perception of it, because I am Arab, I am from Dearborn, where she is from, and I'm giving her point. Now, when I say that, everyone else is welcome to explain why they are still wrong, and it's better that that's done here rather than not when we're talking about it.
That's based.
That is based.
I think that's because a lot of the times, like you said, I won't anticipate people's response that.
AB, bro. Nothing. That's it. Khalas. Your fans are Zionists. Your fans like Ethan and Ela, and they support Israel, and they think Israel is a great fucking country. Those are your fans. Mabruk. Mabruk. I hope you have a nice, long life. I hope you make a lot of fucking money working for these Zionists. You know what I mean? Hey. I took a different path. We're taking a different path.
I would love to respond too, and I always prefer to acknowledge everything in the moment so that I can get ahead of certain things or understand this and that. So
there we go.
Personally, I appreciate that perspective a lot, and I think it's good. And I'm honest. I respond honestly, and you express yourself. It's just a conversation, guys. This is what conversations look like.
Even with the tier list thing, like, you know, we weren't live talking about it, but at first I was going back and forth a little bit about it. But then I saw the thumbnail and I was like, I can't really argue.
The thumbnail. They love to ignore that thumbnail.
Yeah. The thumbnail makes it anti-Semitic. So now we have AB on camera agreeing with Ethan that the Sabra Hummus tier list is anti-Semitic because Ethan and Ben Shapiro was on the thumbnail. Okay, great point, AB. Purple Unicorn sends $7 Canadian. Watch Louis Theroux's new documentary. That's the way Ela thinks likes those settlers. I hope all of them are happy with the choices they are making. Is it on YouTube? Can I watch that documentary live on stream? Do you guys think I can watch it on stream? Because I would love to. And actually, let me make a note of that real quick. Because I am making a list of things that I can react to. For solo reacts, Louis Theroux doc. If it's available to watch on YouTube or something, then I'm super down to watch that shit. Super down. Yes, it is. All right, fucking awesome. We'll try to watch it. Oh, someone said not legally, and someone said yes, it is. I'll try to find a way. I'll try to find a way.
They do.
Now we're moving on to the infamous button. So during the react to the content cop, AB started talking. And
now she shifts it to you, AB. So.
Oh fuck! I take back what I said.
Have you seen this?
You know what's funny? I only half-ass saw it the day it came out.
You know what's funny? Unironically, almost the entire back half is dedicated to you.
I need to make my video. My response to Frogan's response to Ethan Klein.
Mm-hmm.
And the button was pushed. Here's the clip.
Authorities block healthcare to Gaza. Again, I'm not. Do you think that I'm talking about walking around Gaza?
Guys, I gotta go pee. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep this playing for a second, but I gotta go pee.
When I say how great multicultural it is,
we
did
never
you think
defended how Israel attacked Gaza since October 7th. Not even once. We never co-signed what they did.
Is that not the point he's making though?
What?
That you're talking about how nice Israel is, but
Israel proper is different from Gaza.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Millions right now saying
Muslims in Israel.
I guess that's where the.
By the way, notice that all the terrible things that I've apparently said and done are stuff that can only be inferred but never shown. When you just imagine what happened off.
So there's something kind of funny about this. I didn't realize that she included this, and I guess this backfired. So because I remember that button, and everybody perceived it because people still have a hard time wrapping their head around how the button works. The button moment is always 15 to 20 seconds after what you're seeing. In the original episode, it cut off AB as soon as he started talking, and everybody in the chat was like, "What the fuck? Why are you cutting off AB or whatever?" So I purposely, in the Spotify version, which that appeared to be, included more of the conversation to demonstrate that it was not intentional to cut off AB. But now they're just using that version, apparently.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what I get for trying to, I don't know.
Whatever, you can't win with these.
You can't win. You can't win.
Yeah,
I'll tell the truth. When Ethan pushed that button, I fell to the floor. And I was like Gandalf. I just fell and I fell.
He went into a shark pit.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. What did I miss? I've been sitting here for almost 3 hours. I had to go pee. I'm just going to go back a couple seconds. Did I miss anything important? Sorry, guys. I'm gonna make you see this again. Oh, button. Oh,
happened off.
So there's something kind of funny about this. I didn't realize that she included this, and I guess this backfired. So because I remember that button, and everybody perceived it because people still have a hard time wrapping their head around how the button works. The button moment is always 15 to 20 seconds after what you're seeing. In the original episode, it cut off AB as soon as he started talking, and everybody in the chat was like, "What the fuck? Why are you cutting off AB or whatever?" So I purposely, in the Spotify version, which that appeared to be, included more of the conversation to demonstrate that it was like not intentional to cut off AB. But now they're just using that version, apparently.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what I get for like trying to, I don't know.
Whatever, you can't win with these.
You can't win. You can't win.
Yeah,
I'll tell the truth. When Ethan pushed that button, I fell through the floor, and I was like,
Talking about walking around Gaza?
Sorry.
When I say how great multicultural it is,
We
did
never
you think
defended
that?
how Israel attacked Gaza since October 7th, not even once. We never
I think that's
co-signed what they did.
is that not the point?
But
he's
you
making?
never spoke out against it, and you never apologized for your participation in the IDF, and you kept rationalizing why the IDF was doing what they're doing. And Hamas hides bases under hospitals, and they do this, and but what about this, and what about the rapes, and they killed 40 babies, and like, what the fuck, bro?
No.
What?
That you're talking about how nice Israel is, but
Israel proper is different from Gaza.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Millions
right now saying
Muslims in
I
Israel.
guess that's where the
By the way, notice that all the like terrible things that I've apparently said and done are stuff that can only be inferred but never shown.
When you
Like,
push
just
that,
Because you have a fucking button to remove all the worst shit you fucking say, bro. You're fucking lucky.
Imagine what happened off.
So there's something kind of funny about this. I didn't realize that she included this, and I guess this backfired. So, because I remember that button, and everybody perceived it, because people still have a hard time wrapping their head around how the button works. The button moment is always like 15 to like 20 seconds after what you're seeing. In the original episode, it cut off AB as soon as he started talking, and everybody in the chat was like, what the fuck, why are you cutting off AB or whatever? So I purposely, in the Spotify version, which that appeared to be, included more of the conversation to demonstrate that it was like not intentional to cut off AB. But now they're just using that version, apparently.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know what the fuck Dan's trying to say here. What did you guys cut out? Why, they're not going to explain why they cut it out, okay?
I guess that's what I get for like trying to
help.
Whatever, you can't win with these.
You can't win. You can't win.
Yeah,
I'll tell the truth. When Ethan
AB's trying to defend fucking Palestine, and they fucking shut him up, bro. That's what we fucking saw. That's what we heard, bro. You can rationalize it any way you fucking want.
pushed that button, I fell through the floor, and I was like Gandalf. I just fell and I fell.
You went into a shark pit.
Yeah, we went.
Actually.
I brought out the next AB clone.
Yeah.
He's just got a cold storage room.
Yeah, Casey's here actually to take care of AB. You know.
Mm-hmm. He shoots. It's like.
Didn't AB disappear after that button though? Didn't he like just fucking leave the studio or some shit because he didn't make any other appearance or noise ever again?
Was that Mickey 17 or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what he's got?
Huh?
You know what weaponry he's got?
Casey? Oh no, Mickey 17 or is that?
It's
the
a movie.
It's a movie
Oh.
where like they just every time someone dies they just clone them to do the same job.
Oh yeah, no, that's you.
Yeah.
I've got it all
How would
figured out.
podcasts up?
Casey shoots
Okay,
everybody.
Horrible.
Ian, you really gotta chill, okay? You don't-
Horrible.
No, you're horrible.
And that's the end of the clip because the button was pushed. Anytime any member of the crew
Checkmate.
gives Ethan any type of pushback, the button is pushed.
That's not true.
And he wants to say that
My
I'm surrounded by
God,
yes men.
come
and people
on,
never
girl, you
criticize
watch
me,
the show.
But
I
he
know you
doesn't
still
allow his
watch.
staff that are
You know
part of the
that's
show.
not true.
But again,
She was, quote, before all this, according to Hassan and her, my biggest fan.
I mean, honestly, I believe her, and I believe, you know,
I
her
believe her too,
desire
but
to
why?
want to say outrageous things on the internet to be funny or whatever probably is derived from watching you for years. Like,
Oh, she learned it from me.
to an extent, probably. I mean, if we take her at her word that you were one of her favorite
We all learned from you, content and daddy Ethan Klein.
creators, in the content cop, she said that you were like an inspiration for her to like get into making content and
It
everything.
doesn't look like a good inspiration.
She was your fan. My two guests at the second Crater Clash were Frogan and Jake Doolittle.
Wait, your guess was what?
My two guest passes went to Jake Doolittle and Frogan.
Jake Doolittle?
Oh, so
That's-
cursed,
what a
baby.
cursed lineup.
Yep.
Holy shit, that's so funny.
Yeah, I was watching a behind the scenes the other day from the second Crater Clash, and you see me hugging both of them in that video.
Well, you know, I would. The last thing I ever want to do is.
AB's such a fucking disappointment, bro. Jake Doolittle is kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Like that guy's fucking horrible.
alienate a fan, okay? You've seen our sub count. We need every single one we can, okay? This is,
Sure.
you know what I mean? Each one of you is a treasured gem in my life.
Jake asked me, obviously, so I gave it to him because he took photos of me the first time.
Yeah, you seemed like a nice
Yeah,
guy.
and then Frogan,
Well, fuck.
we've just always tried to help each other out, you know, from our background.
No,
We
you
were
guys
all chill with
yeah.
her.
We
were
Nothing
friends.
until
Yeah.
it all fell apart.
Yeah, no, everything was chill. I mean, there's nothing.
who fucking who?
Everything was chill until my wife and I got involved and ruined all of your friendships, all of these young creators, and we've made sure that you can never collaborate with anyone ever again, and that you are toxic individuals that no brand, no online streamer, no content creator will ever want to associate with ever again because of all the batshit, crazy Zionist shit my wife and I have been spewing for the past 2 years.
Wrong with that at all. Everyone was friends back then.
And honestly, that's, I mean, a little bit of a spoiler I had in the video, but that's, like, personally, Frogan has been nothing but nice to me, except, you know, like, making this a thing in the first place. Like, you know, I wish she would have, as a friend, kind of just not made it public, her tweet about Ethan, if she had, you know, a situation, because that is my boss. And so that already puts me in an awkward situation. But even so, I still said it on the air that that's my friend.
Mhm.
I made
No,
it
you stood
acknowledge.
by her for a while.
I still did. And then, you know, just recently, I said that we had
Most lukewarm defense of someone I've seen in my life. I still stood, oh, she's kind of my friend. She's nice to me. Can I say that?
disagreement. I didn't want to say it, but she ended up showing the message anyways.
Yeah.
But I just didn't respond to her because, and maybe it's not intentional, but it's just like I'm being a chess piece used by everyone, and it doesn't feel good coming from a friend. And maybe she wasn't doing that, but when she would say stuff on her streams like, "Oh no, me and AB, we're fine, we're cool," she should know that people are going to use that against me to cause more problems for me, and it just became too much. So
you've been nothing but classy throughout this whole thing, dude.
If she said that her and AB are cool, she's not doing it to get you in trouble. She's saying it so that her audience doesn't fucking come after you and go like, hey, why are you being a dick to Frogan? She's like, no, he's cool, we're okay. But it's the H3 audience that's so fucking unhinged that if they hear that AB's talking to Frogan, they're gonna fucking cause problems. Like, it's the H3 audience that's fucking unhinged. And this fucking guy, bro, this fucking audience that this fucking freak has cultivated, bro. This fucking guy right here. He's got big ass fucking ears. I just noticed that. Huge fucking ears. Anyways.
You've conducted yourself.
No more class than I think the vast majority of people would in your situation. Don't envy you.
What do you mean?
Class and fucking cowardice, bro. Aya class. It's called cowardice. Kiss means pussy in Arabic, folks. Kiss. When you say kiss ummak, it means your mother's pussy. When you say kiss ikhtak, it means your sister's pussy. When we just say kiss, it means you're a pussy.
More class than me.
More class than me, dude.
I got no class. I have very little class. I got no class.
That's fair. You had to have somebody tie your tie for you this morning.
And who was it?
The classiest guy in the office.
It's true.
Yeah, and then you were right because I mean she did ultimately end up showing the screenshot, so not wrong. Or your intuition on that one.
The crew gives Ethan any type of pushback, the button is pushed, and he wants to say that
anyone that is remotely familiar with the show knows how laughably absurd that is.
Let her finish a fucking sentence.
Surrounded by yes men and people can never criticize me when he doesn't allow his staff that are part of the show to give him any critique or pushback whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna respond to that other than just say that people who watch the show know how laughably absurd that is. It's just it's silliness. Stop it, Frogan. You're being silly and ignorant.
During a live show today, somebody crew defended me, and I appreciate it so much. And during this episode, AB mentioned that the most recent time we talked, him and I had a disagreement.
People are saying stop being friends with her. You guys don't know fucking shit. I have not talked to her in forever. And the last time we did talk, we had a disagreement. Like we where is this coming from? Like I don't.
By the way, you were very kind about how you described it too. You're like it was a disagreement. You didn't say what she said or what she,
Yeah.
Because her message was really fucked up. In my opinion.
Oddly enough, it was about a clip of me being taken out of context, which she's arguing half this video. Like I just was defending what she actually meant to you guys. Like I would hope that she would not see a clip of me and think I would actually say something.
I'm so hungry, by the way. If you guys are noticing me reacting a little bit less, I'm starving. I'm fucking hungry.
Talks about the clip of me saying that I'm trying to block pro-Palestinians from my stream.
Oh, yes.
I would hope that she would have the same grace and be like, clearly this is taken out of context. So yeah,
it's all a mess, bro.
Grace
yeah,
for you?
Everything's so messy.
AB, my guy, there's no grace, man. You've been sitting on this podcast like a little fucking pussy while your boss started an entire hate campaign against Frogan, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. Stop acting like a nice little guy. You're a fucking shitty friend. You're a shitty Lebanese person. You're a shitty Arab. And you're a fucking coward and a pussy. A money-hungry coward and cascous, my man, okay? Take it from me.
You're the only one with clean hands. I'm being dead serious. You've been nothing but classy this whole time.
Thanks. I know how to tie a tie. Stan,
you said me too?
I said I know how to tie a tie. Yeah, you too.
I'm just kidding. Now I'm trying to get you in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. He did not say it.
Oh, God.
This disagreement was a DM I sent him, which stated, hey,
She's
AB,
so funny for showing this because it makes her look psycho about it.
Oh, boy. I haven't seen
I wanted to reach out privately because responding publicly and adding to the dog pile doesn't feel right. I understand that people often overlook how tough the job market is, and I get that working for Ethan puts you in a complicated position. That said,
So far,
I think this whole job market thing is pretty like patronizing. It's like, what do you know about the job market? And also implying that like AB's just, he's like dying for a paycheck, and that's clearly the only reason why he'd stay here.
At this point, I mean, unless he loves being embarrassed by you day in and day out on fucking camera, you know what I mean? Or unless he loves being shat on by the rest of the internet that recognizes your podcast for what it is, basically a pro-Hasbara, pro-IDF podcast. Yeah, he's here for the money, bro. He's here for the money. Full on. Him and his wife.
Also, what does she know? Has she ever had a job that's not entailing begging people for money on Twitch?
I do not know.
Oh, just
well,
like,
why not?
You mean just like you beg for people for YouTube memberships on YouTube, and anytime someone sends you membership, you fucking suck their dick on fucking YouTube, you millionaire fuck who's buying Rolex watches and who still begs for money and donations on YouTube? How does that work? Aren't you supposed to like build businesses at this point? Instead of fucking begging for money online, you're the one who's begging for money. Constantly. He had a whole 5-minute little tear-jerky moment. It was like, people are abandoning us, but thank you for the members that are still here. Stop projecting, bro. خلاص بقى أكل خلا. خلاص. His ears are fucking massive, bro. It's the first time I ever noticed how large his ears are, bro. Is this a normal sized ear? I don't think so. Kind of goblin-y kind of ears.
I don't think so, actually, though. Do I know that for sure? No. No, I don't.
Push people over the edge with a clip of you baiting pro-Palestinian people and blocking them. The criticism you're receiving is largely because people believe you're better than that and don't subscribe to Ethan's views. I know you've been vocal about Palestine, but I think it's important to explicitly clarify that you don't share his beliefs and that you stand on your own. Ethan is not worth the bullshit you have to deal with working for him. Honestly, there have been...
Dude, you don't know anything about this
very
office.
presumptuous.
Yeah,
about a lot of
like,
things.
I do gotta say, I'm saying this even now. I'm saying this with love. I have nothing to prove. I have not wanted to prove my Arabness since I was.
Do not call her ikhte, bro. You've lost the privilege of calling any Arab ikhte. Ikhte means sister. She ain't your sister, bro. She's been too nice to you, bro. I'm just speaking for her now. She does not condone what the fuck I'm saying. I'm speaking out of my ass right now. But I do not like you calling her ikhte, bro, because you have not been a good brother. Okay? You've not been a good... I've been a fucking better friend to Frogan than you have, motherfucker, and I barely know her. I met her a year and a half ago online, and I met her for the first time in person this weekend, and I have been a better, more fucking loyal friend to her than you have been your whole fucking life, bro. So fuck you, you fucking pussy. You pussy-ass bitch. You're part of an episode attacking your friend, supposedly. She's on the thumbnail as your fucking victim, okay? So shut the fuck up, bro. Khalas, skut, zip it.
In middle school, I know who I am. I know what I've done. I don't need to prove to anyone. Whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I've done and I continue to do what I will always do, which is advocate for the people of Palestine. I don't need to prove to people that does nothing for the cause. So I have no need for that. I know a lot of people do. I don't.
There it is. AB. Bait.
Wait, what did he fucking say?
Need to prove to anyone. Whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I've done and I continue to do what I will always do, which is advocate for the people of Palestine. I don't need to prove to people that does nothing for the cause. So
what do you do? What do you do for Palestine, bro? What have you done? What the fuck have you done? What the fuck have you done? Shraimid, what have you done? Huh? You work for a fucking Zionist who keeps justifying the genocide and who keeps saying that if Palestinians are left out of Gaza, they're gonna kill all the fucking Jews. He says that if you say from the river to the sea, you're anti-Semitic, bro. He tried to get all of us fucking deplatformed, bro. Shraimid enta, shraimid ya kaskus.
I have no need for that. I know a lot of people do. I don't.
There it is. AB. Based. Take. Yeah, so many presumptions. He's like, I know that your office where your Jewish master whips you off camera is horrible. It's not worth it. You need to go to Mike from PA to give you a new career.
Salutes to Mike from PA. Man, I'm craving some Korean barbecue. Every time I hear Mike from PA now, I'm gonna get a whiff of his shampoo, and I'm gonna get a whiff of some Korean barbecue at the same time.
In times where I felt anger towards you, but after some reflection, I wanted to approach
Mike
you
from
directly.
PA, by the way, who called you a house slave.
I think that was bad.
I think they both did.
He kind of said I was an embarrassment to my own people.
Yeah, he said you're an embarrassment to your own people. Yeah.
But even seeing that.
Spoiler alert: you are, and you're an Uncle Tom, my man.
Of him in Millhouse, like, I mean, obviously I don't agree with Millhouse, but at the end of the day, he's Lebanese, he's gone through stuff in Lebanon. I whatever.
Yeah, it's on a completely different level.
It's completely
than Mike
different.
from fucking PA.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah, well he's at least fucking Lebanese.
Yeah, yeah.
I have no.
And at least he had some. Again, he like Frogan was not pushing like the CPS bullshit.
Nope, and I'm grateful to Millhouse for that. That was a really good episode of Simpsons.
Oh, thank you. Let me go back to that.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, AB, you can. I don't give a fuck what you say about me, bro. Fuck you, bro. Fuck all you motherfuckers. Let's hear that again.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's on a completely different
It's
level.
completely
than Mike
different.
From fucking PA.
Yeah, like. I think that was bad.
I think they both did.
He kind of said I was an embarrassment to my own people.
Yeah, he said you're an embarrassment to your own people. Yeah.
But even seeing that photo of him in Millhouse, like, I mean, obviously I don't agree with Millhouse, but at the end of the day, he's Lebanese, he's gone through stuff in Lebanon. Whatever.
Yeah, it's on a completely different
It's
level.
completely
than Mike
different.
From fucking PA.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah, well he's at least fucking Lebanese.
Yeah, yeah. I have no.
And at least he had some. Again, he like Frogan was not pushing like the CPS bullshit.
Nope, and I'm grateful to Millhouse for that. That was a really good episode of Simpsons.
Thank you. Oh, they're so kind of you guys. So kind. I'm saying way worse shit this fucking week, bro. Don't watch this fucking stream.
Yeah, I thought it was good. The bare minimum, which is basically all I wanted from Ian, by the way. So this dude in Lebanon.
Yeah, so if you listen to me, if you're gonna listen to me at least, Ian, you know what I mean? Sorry, AB. You know what I mean? Since I'm Lebanese, and since my opinion does count a little bit more, listen to what I'm telling you. Leave the fucking job, bro, and save your career before it's too late. But guess what? It's too late, man. تأخرت شوية AB. تأخرت. Abdullah. I'm gonna stop calling you AB, bro. Abdullah. You're ashamed of your name, bro. Okay, I'm sorry. The whole AB thing, it's just him being ashamed of his name. And I get it. Growing up living in the US post 9/11, you don't want to walk around with a name like Abdullah. It probably made his life a little bit annoying when he was younger. Let's stop calling him AB. Let's do everyone a favor and call him Abdullah, his real name.
I thought it was good. The bare minimum, which is basically all I wanted from Ian, by the way.
Was not pushing like the CPS bullshit.
Nope, and I'm grateful to Millhouse for that. That was a really good episode of Simpsons. Yeah, I thought it was good. The bare minimum, which is basically all I wanted from Ian, by the way. So this dude in Lebanon who hates my guts, who gets giddy when he sees Israelis running in terror. has enough wherewithal to be like, yo, Ethan loved his dog and wasn't trying to kill his dog, and also the CPS thing is terrible. Like this dude, Millhouse, and I appreciate you doing that, Millie Bobby Brown.
You're welcome, Ethan. Oh, we're talking directly now. You're welcome, bro. You're welcome. You're such a great guy. I'm so glad I'm involved in all of this. Yeah, that's the bare minimum. Yeah, Ethan didn't kill his dog, and he doesn't need CPS called on him. So yeah, how about that?
Milli Vanilli?
It's just morphing. I appreciate that, and it just goes to show like how hard it must have been for Ian to make the decision to say something like that, you know?
Yeah.
I'm saying this as someone who was personally impacted by Ethan and as a cousin. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. AB didn't respond, and that's perfectly fine. I didn't expect him to. You know, I just wanted to get my feelings out. Although AB and I haven't talked in a long time, he's still somebody I care about. You know what I mean? He's like a cousin. You know, we have that bond. We're both from Dearborn, so it's like we're literally cousins. Not literally, but I don't know AB's motivations or what he feels.
I was about to say not literally.
Yeah, she's feeling like
she beat me to the punch.
Is everyone in Dearborn cousins? I guess it's not
sort of a
kind of. It is kind of
everyone,
like that.
everyone knows everyone.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a kinship.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, she lived in this. It's just gonna. I'm doxing from the past now. She used to live in the same neighborhood as my cousin Tim. So there's that connection.
Timmy.
Yeah.
Neighbors.
Yeah. I wish I could respond to that message and just responded sincerely. But again, it's like I have fear that whatever I said is gonna be used.
Unfounded.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the outside at this point.
Yeah, AB doesn't respond. I reached out to him on Twitter. I was like, you're probably not gonna answer this, but I'm like, if you want to come on the show and come fucking talk, bro, or if you don't want to give me clout, I'll come on your fucking show. At this point, AB, I'm giving you fucking clout. If I come on your stream, I get more viewers on my live streams than you get on your own live streams. By the way, AB, like if you wanted to know, I'm a more successful streamer than you, and you work for Ethan Klein, bro. So what does that tell you? What does your relation to Ethan, how does that help you outside of your, how's that helping your fucking streaming? I get more fucking live viewers than you do, bro. So, sorry. Uncle Tom ass motherfucker.
So I am just giving my perspective from somebody on the outside. I will say the invalid points of criticism towards AB is trying to.
Wait, did they call me Millie Bobby Brown? Sorry, let me go back. I'm confused. Folks.
Question him as an Arab, which is completely fucked up and wrong.
Was that Millie Bobby Brown?
How hard it must have been for Ian to make the decision to say something like that, you know?
Yeah.
I'm saying this as someone who was personally impacted by Ethan and as a cousin. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. AB didn't respond, and that's perfect.
I'm hungry.
That was a really good episode of Simpsons. Yeah, I thought it was good. The bare minimum, which is basically all I wanted from Ian, by the way. So this dude in Lebanon who hates my guts, who gets giddy when he sees Israelis running in terror, has enough wherewithal to be like, yo, Ethan loved his dog and wasn't trying to kill his dog, and also the CPS thing is terrible. Like this dude, Millhouse, and I appreciate you doing that, Millie Bobby Brown.
Milli Vanilli?
It's just morphing.
Morphine? What does he mean, the morphine? Okay, Millie Bobby Brown. That's funny because I'm Millhouse and I'm brown, I guess.
I appreciate that.
That's racist. That's anti-Arab comedy right there. That's anti-Arab, Ethan. How dare you? I'm going to make 7 podcasts about how you called me Millie Bobby Brown.
It just goes to show like how hard it must have been for Ian to make the decision to say something like that, you know?
Yeah.
I'm saying this as someone who was personally impacted by Ethan and as a cousin. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. AB didn't respond, and that's perfectly fine. I didn't expect him to. You know, I just wanted to get my feelings out. Although AB and I haven't talked in a long time, he's still somebody I care about. You know what I mean? He's like a cousin. You know, we have that bond. We're both from Dearborn, so it's like we're literally cousins. Not literally, but I don't know AB's motivations or what he feels.
I was about to say not literally.
Yeah, I kind of went hard today on AB. I'm kind of feeling bad now. Should I feel bad, folks? Live chat. Should I feel bad for going hard on AB? Like that's it. I've lost my patience, folks. And the fact that he's doing this to Frogan after the amazing weekend we had, it honestly makes me kind of angry. What do you guys think? Did I go too hard on AB? Calling him a pussy, calling him an Uncle Tom, disowning him as a Lebanese person?
She beat me to the punch.
Is everyone in Dearborn cousins? I guess it's not
sort of a
kind of. It is kind of
everyone,
like that.
Everyone knows everyone.
It's a kinship.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, she lived in this. It's just gonna.
Okay, everybody says no. I was just, I'm just making sure, folks. Just making.
Oh, I'm doxing from the past now. She used to live in the same neighborhood as my cousin Tim. So there's that connection.
Timmy.
Yeah.
Neighbors.
Yeah. I wish I could respond to that message and just responded.
Folks, I'm going to stream for like 15 more minutes, and then I'm going to go get some Five Guys, all right? Just being honest with you guys. How long have we been streaming? We have been doing this for 2 hours and 43 minutes. Once we hit 3 hours, I'll bounce. Sound good?
Sincerely, but again, it's like I have fear that whatever I said is going to be used.
Unfounded.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the outside at this point. So I am just giving my perspective from somebody on the outside.
People are saying be meaner. Look, at this point, I think calling AB and Uncle Tom, disowning him as a Lebanese person, making fun of Lena's Instagram videos, like there's nothing else I could say at this point of these two, about these two. Honestly, fuck, this is gonna sound, again, bro, my streams get more views than AB streams. I don't know what the fuck to say about that. I don't know how he wants to interpret that, but like, people want a real Lebanese person. People want a real Lebanese man with real Lebanese opinions, not some fucking sellout. FT Jan sends $2 and says, did you see the shout out in the Chris Kunzler video? We did, FT Jan, we did. We mentioned, well, not in his new video, not in the loner box video, but I saw his shout out in the previous video where he talked about us, and he talked about sort of explaining why I would feel a certain way about watching Israelis sort of being attacked or whatever. So if he mentioned us in the loner box video, I did not see that, no. But we love Chris Kunzler, our boy, friend of the show.
I will say, the invalid points of criticism towards AB is trying to question him as an Arab, which is completely fucked up and wrong. Nobody should do that, you know? It is valid to criticize him for still working for Ethan and being silent for as long as he was.
So, by the way, I think it's a little contradictory to be like, nobody should judge him for being how Arab he is, but also, like, he works for a Zionist, and as an Arab, that's kind of like, he should know better.
Well, don't put words in her mouth. She didn't say that last part.
I'm inferring.
Yeah, well, it's not.
I'm saying that he should know better than to work for a Zionist, Ethan. Of course, he should know better. I'm saying it loud and clear.
Come on.
I do appreciate.
She was inferring earlier what was said behind a button screen. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I'm not inferring. I'm saying what she said. I'm literally saying what she said. Okay. She's like, I know what happened off camera. I don't know.
I do.
Not my place to say ultimately.
I appreciate the little jab at Mike from PA. That part.
Wait, she jabbed Mike?
That's what she's talking about when people questioning my Arabness.
Oh, I don't think it's just him. There's a lot of fucking assholes.
I mean, there's only one I responded to about that, but yeah, maybe.
Right.
I'd like to think it was to Mike.
No, he's got a good point because AB actually did engage on that.
I think it'd be great if it's to Mike. I'll go with that.
Those are valid points of criticism, but don't try to take away his Arabness because you don't agree with him.
Amelia, a channel member, says it's 2 a.m. in Ireland and I'm studying for my uni final tomorrow morning, and this stream has been a great help to prevent me from spiraling. Well, Amelia, I'm glad this is helping, but you should probably get to studying and get to sleeping because I don't want to be responsible for you getting bad grades. Good luck on your exam tomorrow.
Whenever AB started streaming on Twitch, I was the first person to rate him, and I even helped him whenever he asked me for advice on what to stream. AB has also helped.
I'm sure she was a huge.
She did. Okay. I don't want to take that away from her. She really did. My numbers like doubled after.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
She was very helpful.
There it is.
Again, AB has class. Unlike some people in this room.
At least AB is standing up. I mean, this is the least of the bare minimum right here. At least he's not lying.
If only she could give herself that same advice, AB.
Well, I got the H3 backing. That helps. I used to. No, I'm kidding.
Me in many ways as well.
Lizzie Rosa with the diss of the episode. AB is the Sabra Hummus of Lebanese people. Or the Obeila. The Obeila Hummus of Lebanese people. Oh my god. I gotta post that shit on Twitter, bro. That shit's too funny.
It's coming back. It's becoming useful again, potentially.
Thank you, Lizzie. Lizzie, patron, member, beloved member of this community. We love Lizzie.
We'll see.
We're so back.
Yeah. There was a time when it wasn't like wearing a Nazi flair or something.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get back there, guys. Hold strong. Keep the faith.
AB included me in an H3 episode talking about why people should visit Dearborn. Here's a screenshot. It's from like 2023, I believe. He was also super supportive whenever I was nominated and won the Streamer Award.
Right, and the award goes to Jala.
We saw this. We reacted to this. This was a sweet moment.
Frogan.
This was a sweet moment when AB was celebrating Frogan's win. I genuinely do think like he was being a good friend here. I genuinely think he's happy for her in this moment, but they've just gone so far from that. Cadenza sends $10 and says, come to Dearborn, Anthony. We love and support you and Frogan. I'd love to come to Dearborn. If anything, just for the memes, bro. Like, I just want to see little Lebanon. I want to see what's up. I want to get some ba'lewa from over there. I heard there's like halal versions of like fast food restaurants. Not that I'm Muslim, I don't need to eat halal, but like, hey, I just want to see it. I want to see a halal Wendy's. That's fucking crazy. I would love to go, honestly. I'd love to go, but I only get to do like one big trip to the U.S. per year, so it's gonna be hard. If I'm gonna go to Minneapolis to meet our boy comrade Casey.
You guys see my T-shirt?
What does it say?
Frogan better win or we riot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's nice to support your friend. I think it's great. You know, obviously it's a different time.
And to be quite honest, like watching this clip back made me really, really sad because of basically the outcome of what this has become. You know what I mean?
Too.
She goes, because of the outcome of what's become, which, by the way, I am nothing to do with. It's completely Ethan's fault. Yeah, it is sad.
It's mainly your fault, Ethan. Come on, let's be real.
It's sad. This whole thing has just been sad, okay? There's nothing good about it.
Yeah.
And I have nothing but love for AB and Lena, and I wish them the best. And maybe in the future, we can be friends again, to be honest.
Before she moved out here, I remember us talking and she was nervous about it. And I said, at the end of the day, you'll have me and Lena, like, before it comes to worse. And then shit just hit the fucking fan.
Yeah.
And to those who are constantly defending me and having my back, I appreciate you and thank you so, so much. You know, during a time like this, it feels like the damage has been done physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially, but...
Okay.
We support you, Frogan. We got your back now and forever. And again, folks, I cannot tell you what gracious hosts Frogan and Raph were, and Capri. Bro, Frogan and Raph like drove me around everywhere. They drove me to the airport, bro. They wouldn't let me take an Uber back to the airport. Like, I fucking love these people, okay? And they're my ride or dies, bro. I love them. And you know, Gabrielle Lagrangian. Gabrielle Lagrangian sends $20 and says, I feel like one of Hassan's best weapons against Ethan has been killing him with kindness and charitability since leftovers ended, and it deprives Ethan of the hostile reactions Ethan feeds on because of his narcissism. That's actually very true. And if anything, like, I'm doing the opposite of Hassan. Like, I'm not being charitable, I'm being kind of a dick, and I'm being kind of an asshole on here, which gives them fuel to use against me and call me like a hateful piece of shit or whatever. But it just makes me angry to see this sort of thing, bro. And it makes me angry to see them going after fucking Frogan, bro. And again, now this is going to lead to another harassment campaign against her. Like, this has been relentless. Relentless. And Frogan has been one of the most quiet people on this front. She took a step back after the whole banning and after all that shit, and he still won't let it go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come after me. I don't give a fuck. Come after me. I've been talking about you. You know what I mean? It's fair for you to respond to me, but why are you responding to Frogan and doing building a whole episode around Frogan? That's what really bothers me. Nola Magnolia gifts 5 Do Not Worry memberships. Thanks again. That's the second time she gifts memberships, and she's been sending a whole bunch of donations tonight from Egypt. She or he. Sorry, Nola. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what pronouns to use, but I love you regardless.
You know, after a year and a half of harassment, it feels very calming that people are actually finally on my side. It's.
I mean, if you say so.
I mean, I'm sure there are some. There's some.
Yeah, there's some. There's
yeah,
some
for sure.
Yeah,
she's got a few.
They're out there. Whoops.
It's been a nightmare for me. On a more positive note, calming that people are actually finally on my side. It's been a nightmare for me. On a more positive note, here are some of my favorite pictures taken at the shoot of the content cop bit. Of course, I got to see Kaya. I love her to death. And
kind of a tough one here, right? She's saying how great her participation was in a video explicitly promoting and sweeping my harassers.
Well, and just this specific, like choosing to end it on, and here's my favorite photo collage from the part where we Fortnite danced and flipped off Ethan. Yeah. It kind of undercuts the we took an empathetic tone message a little bit.
Bro, fuck the empathetic tone. No one gives Bro, you work for the H3 podcast, which all you do is fucking bully and stalk people. Stop it with the empathy talking. Oh, I thought she was gonna be empathetic. Who gives a fuck right now, bro? She's just sharing pictures of Kaya. That's it, bro. She's not flicking off Ethan again.
She truly embodies this statement in the realest way. She knows not what she does. That's God said that.
I got you.
I think God said that, right?
I don't. Maybe Jesus said that? Yeah, Jesus. Well, he is God.
He's God.
So, okay.
He's God.
Jesus,
I guess.
bro.
Here are a couple
Are you Christian
pictures.
now?
I might be being born again.
Really?
I'm a newborn.
You're newborn.
Yeah.
To Ethan, if you're watching this for some reason,
I love it. For some reason.
It's a
The video titled My Response to Ethan Klein. What do you mean for some reason? Like, I don't know why you'd be watching this other than to harass me. Seriously?
death. And here are a couple pictures. To Ethan, if you're watching this for some reason, my message to you is that, you and I have different worldviews, and you and I have different ideas for what is the best way to help people. And
yeah, I mean, yours is okay. I'm not gonna be mean.
Keep going.
I'm wearing a tie today.
There you go.
Keep going, bro.
While I appreciate the spirit of your advocacy, I think it's misguided.
Oh.
After all of this,
that would be a very different conversation if that was the criticism.
That's an interesting.
That's at least something that you can
I
talk
can start
about.
there.
Right.
You can start there.
Okay. Well, maybe a little crack in the door open there. No.
Okay. That's bad.
Okay.
You've made my life hell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After all of this, you've
And he's making it worse right now, bro.
made my life hell.
I mean, please, the lack of self-awareness is unreal. You just shouted out the Content Cop video you participated in, and I'm the one making your life hell. Please don't ever forget, as long as this...
She just shared a picture with Kaya, and now he's calling it... She shouted out the picture of the Content Cop that you shot where you were flicking me off in the first 5 minutes.
...goes on, that I've never done anything but respond to you. I started for me quietly, respectfully unfollowing you, okay? But you couldn't handle that, and this is how this all started.
Wake up.
You couldn't handle that she complained about you unfollowing her on fucking Discord, bro. She sent a private message to her Discord, and you've been stalking the fuck out of her for 2 years. You insane, psychotic motherfucker.
Not harass you. I have not targeted you. I don't hate you because you're Muslim or because you wear a hijab. You say horrible things. You are careless. You are thoughtless. You are mean-spirited.
I will say that.
And you have to grapple with that reality.
You made my life fucking hell. But at the end of the day, what I said at the end of
to grapple with that reality. What the fuck, dude?
And you have to grapple with that reality. Okay, but you couldn't handle that, and this is how this all started.
Wake up.
I have not harassed you. I have not targeted you. I don't hate you because you're Muslim or because you wear a hijab. You say horrible things. You are careless. You are thoughtless. You are mean-spirited.
I will say that.
And you have to grapple with that reality. You know.
You made my life fucking hell. But at the end of the day, what I said at the end of the content cop still stands. I wish you the best.
I don't care. It's like I don't care. Like I'm not even like I'm not at the point where it's like I will never forgive her. Like with Ian, like iDubbbz, if he was like.
I don't know what to say anymore, folks. He's fucking insane. We got a man losing it and ticking out at the same fucking time, bro. You could see his ticks fucking increasing and quadrupling because of the stress and of the bullshit that he's putting himself through and his crew through. Ethan, you are spazzing out, my man. Literally, physically, mentally. This is not good for your health, my guy. This is not good for your health. Stop it.
Was all wrong. I
hope the views are worth it, though.
That's whatever. I'd be like, go fuck yourself forever.
Horrible.
You know what I mean? But if someone like Frogan was like wanted to have an actual conversation, like I'm not beyond, I would forgive her totally.
You are a very, very petty person, but I have also seen it demonstrated many times that you are also quick to forgive people.
Who knows? I might
maybe too quick to forgive people, to be honest.
And who knows? I might even forgive Ian if he did that. Who knows?
I feel like you would.
Oh, I might even forgive them if they have a conversation with me. What kind of conversation? And to say what? That Israel's a great country. Tel Aviv is great. What do you want us to say, bro?
I feel like if they just started saying a lot of nice things about you and said they were sorry.
That's it. That's all it takes.
It's not actually that hard to get back on Ethan's good side.
Not
that anybody's like obligated to do that.
What you're saying?
It's a little pathetic.
Yeah.
It's a little pathetic.
Sorry. Sorry.
Frogan's not gonna fucking fall for that. No one wants to say good shit to you, bro. I'm not gonna shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah. So that's there it is, guys, in one nutty shell.
One nutty little shell.
Yep. I wish her the best too, and whatever. I don't care if I get shit for that.
Fuck you, bro. The fucking nerve on this guy. The fucking nerve on this fucking guy. I wish her the best too. Keep talking, pussy. What are you saying?
You're the best.
I wish everybody the best.
I wish you the best.
Listen, I'm the child of divorce twice. I was a child of divorce in my real life, and now I'm a child of divorce in my work life. So it's been a lot.
It's not your fault, maybe.
All this mess, maybe. Everything you see, it's not your fault.
There's one too many people here from Dearborn.
Your fault.
You're not listening.
It's your fault.
It's your fault.
Your fault.
It's your fault. Well, that's basically it.
Anywho, yeah, we've been going for almost 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I gotta go, folks. So there might be some more stuff. I'll probably see it on Twitter. If there's anything we missed, you guys can tell us. You can tell me about it next time. So that's it. We're ending the stream with 681 of you still in here. We had like 700 something in here. Folks, thank you so much for supporting us. If you'd like to support the channel on Patreon, here's a quick Patreon link. You could support us. You could pick any tier that's right for you. We are a small independent Lebanese YouTube channel, and the Patreon, the memberships, all the donations. That's the best way to that's the only way that I can pay for the crew and have everyone join the show, and maybe one day have a career as a streamer. Who knows? Love you guys so much. Thank you. Let me just take a second to thank some of our beloved patrons, who donate a lot of their time and money to keep this show going. Beloved patrons such as our God-tier patrons, Rifat Fakih, Elian Mujabir, Jack Sleeman, Dominic Selzer, Daniel Nechle, and Emma Watson. Some superhero patrons like Rana F, Khawla and Ahmad, Coco No, and Jordan M, and Ilyas Salibi. Blonde patrons like Elbi, Michelle Sabti, Nobody, Slim, Bahar, and Stargirl 707. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Join the Discord. We have a link to our Discord in the description of this video. It's popping. I don't check it very often, but there's a lot of conversations happening on there. People sharing memes, art, topic suggestions, things that I should look at way more often, to be honest with you guys. I love you so much. Let us end this on... I already played this at the beginning. This might get us copyrighted, but who cares, right? Who cares? I like introducing you guys to some new music. This is Dabour. The song is called Sheikh Jarrah. I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to go get some Five Guys. Love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. And I'm going to try to react to that Louis Theroux documentary very soon. Stay tuned to the channel. And I will be back in Lebanon May 6th, and everything should be getting back to normal, schedule-wise. We love you. Frogan, we love you. Don't listen to these fucking assholes. AB and Lena, stop being such fucking pussies. Much love.
يكون شمس انا لما اعصب اصير زي وحش بقلقش من شخص بصفات العرس انا زي الاسد استحمل ضغط صوت رصاص زغرت في الشيخ جراح فندالي كتير نفتح شسرور كتسور غرد بيت حجم بتيوتا كارولا قلبنا في غور كاكاتور وخطفنا موتور في صوت رصاص زغرت في الشيخ جراح فندالي كتير تفتح شسرور كتسور غرد بيت حجم بتيوتا كارولا قلبنا في غور كاكاتور وخطفنا موتور اذا في الشحجور نضرب بالقلب ونروح روح بكره بيرجع شفت اتخسفت ندمت تعلمت في نيتي في ليله في يوم السبت في عنا شباب تنيك الارض انا معدني اصل اذا بدخل جيب اسمع للطص وك احنا رجال جدعان بالزيف من خيل حكي
Palestinian rapper, by the way. Palestinian.
من الموت ما نخاف احنا اللي سباع عالشيك تهريب نقلب غزلة من هد جبال انا عظمي زين بدهيش زلم تعمل احداث رح الف بسطوط اصور نصفة زمور انظر خطوط كيتم كالنص بتزيد تخش تعلق بالروس في صوت رصاص زغرت في الشيخ جراح فندالي كتير نفتح شسرور كتسور غرد بيت حجم بتيوتا كارولا قلبنا في غور كاكاتور وخطفنا موتور في صوت رصاص زغرت في الشيخ جراح فندالي كتير تفتح شسرور كتسور غرد بيت حجم بتيوتا كارولا قلبنا في غور